afternoon. It is the Group 3 Vane Stakes for the 3-year-old colts and geldings, and this is a great race. It is a lot of class horses lining up. 40, the bulk of that damage done prior to
Firm, Alpha One. $3, Giga Kick, $4. A little bit of support for
is Mullane at the 600 metres. So it is Alpha One. Looks to be contained speed at the moment by a length and a quarter. Semyon is second. Thronbone is third. Then came Cannonball, Man in the Mirror. Giga Kick with 5 to make up. And Mullane will track it around the turn. 350 out. Alpha One held together by a length. Semyon, Thronbone, Cannonball. Giga Kick to the outside, followed by Man in the Mirror. Alpha One called upon. 200 metres to go. Giga Kick wants to lay in, but it's running home hard. Alpha One 100 to go. Giga Kick a neck away. Alpha One digs in. Giga Kick wearing it down. Giga Kick moves up. Nailed it. Giga Kick smart win. Beat Alpha One Mullane, and fourth in the race was Cannonball. Then came Thron.
Douglas's first stake success comes with a horse that could take him to the top of the racing game. Giga Kick is 3 for 3.
With him, number one. I'm just hoping they get run at a strong...
Right to run, 1200. Wide. Next back nearer the inside is Albuena, Brazen Jam. Go Wanji is second last, out 3 and 4 wide, about 6 off the leader. And last of all, Festival Prince at the 450. So Delight is the leader. Second, Pluto Crap. Third, the outside there is Deference and Dusty Tycoon. Northern Night back nearer the inside. Fleet Doves one from the outside. And Go Wanji is winding up. He's coming out after Delight. Delight in front, but Go Wanji's making ground quickly. Delight and Go Wanji. Go Wanji on the outside and Delight. Go Wanji dashed up and took the lead from Delight, Brazen Gem, Festival Prince, and Go Wanji. Go Wanji's won it brilliantly. Photo at second between lunging Brazen Gem at Delight and close up Festival Prince in the photo too, followed by
Well, what do you say? What do you say? Class comes to the top order.
Race 3 at Wyong. Gates open. And they're off and racing now, looking for the favourite Think About It. He actually jumped quite well, and he's third early. Hutchings now restraining him to try and find some cover. Up front, and Poetic runners. Then the favourite Think About It. He's back second last, about 5 off the lead. And 2 lengths away was Cheeky Nugget. So they continue up towards the 450 metre mark. Poetic Miss is the leader from Alzumia. Flying Witness pops out 3 deep. Think About It's right on the back of them now. And he's about to be pulled to the outside. Around the bend they come. 275 to run. Poetic Miss comes into the straight from Flying Witness. Think About It cruises up strongly the outside. And have a look at him. Think About It on the bridle. Moving up now 100 metres to go to Flying Witness. He takes the lead and he starts to draw away Think About It. That's a smart win. Think About It, different class. Beat Flying Witness. Photo third. Cheeky Nugget, Poetic Miss, then Seething Chuck.
The first Group 1 of the new season. This is the Wink Stakes over 1400. Wait for wearing those red earmuffs for the mounting yard only. It is Animo, James McDonald and...
Went up once the jockey got on board. Yeah, I'd say he gets 8.5 out of 10.
And Lava, 2 lengths to Hinge third, then came Animo, Profondo, caught a bit deep on the outside of Mwunga. Further back to Ice Bath and Benno from Stockman and Fangirl, 8 lengths off the leaders last of all. So it's Halal trying to stack them up by a half length to Forbidden Love. 2 lengths in third is Hinged. Animo, a very handy fourth. Profondo's been 3 wide from the start. Then came Benno from Mwunga, last year's winner, a bit cluttered up coming to the bend. And Berry starting to ride the stallion up. Ice Bath the outside. And Fangirl is last, turning for home. And Halal swings in front narrowly from Forbidden Love. McDonald's got no alternative but to go back to the inside and Animo. And Profondo strides up with a big run on the outside. It's on now. Animo moved up on the inside to join Profondo and they're broken clear. It's Animo in front from Profondo. Fangirl late on the scene, but Animo's drawn clear and there's another Group 1 success. Animo won the Wink Stakes by 2 lengths. Fangirl second, Profondo third. Benno finished off hard from Hint and then came Halal.
Well, that is a very special achievement. He now becomes a Group 1 winner at 2, 3 and 4.
James Cummings.
The second horse to do it this century. He's in... Significant, isn't it? Ray pointed out in the Telegraph this morning that the last horse to win at 2, 3 and 4, a Group 1 was Show a Heart, and prior to that was Octagonal. And that sort of puts things into perspective, doesn't it?
You know, without an international horse, this horse might have won a Cox Plate, a Caulfield Guineas, draws a gate and a slipper, he's won a slipper, you know, far out. Like, naming a colt that's not far off going to stud that's done that, so... he's like our dancing brave, you know. He's like pretty special horse to have him work.
When do we see him again?
Gates open, they're off on the Foxbridge. First away was Tavi Mac to lead out. There's Imperatriz going forward with Speedy Meaty. One more time is right there. Down the side, 700 metres to run, 8 lengths over the field. Winning for all, worked round to take over from Rosen Power. Tavi Mac is right there. Imperatriz is right there. Then followed by Speedy Meaty on the inside. Next, they'll Butler as they come to the corner. Followed round by Demonetisation. Field of Gold, Hero de Paris. Well back in the field now is one more time with Gino Severini. Green Luck as well back as well as they hit for home in the Waikato Stud. Foxbridge played in. Imperatriz in the space of 2 or 3 bounds has put 4 lengths on them here with a dazzling turn of foot. Imperatriz. Butler's in second spot from Tavi Mac. Demonetisation running on late, and so too is Darcy Labella. But have a look at her go. Imperatriz absolutely bolted in. Second over was Butler. Then we've got either Darcy Labella or Demonetisation, and right with them also.
$90.95 settling up. Jamie Carr shooting for a race-to-race double here on Aft Cabin, the heavily backed favourite. OK, we're holding more money on...
He's Heaven, who's 3 wide in 4th place. Aft Cabin's between horses in 5th, and Maximilius the inside. A length and a half away behind the Man in the Mirror. Then Jacquino Superset, Tijuana, well back Zambagini, Atlantis Tycoon and Crosswinds. They come to the turn. 350 metres to go, and it's squad from Dormier, Lincoln Square. Then He's Heaven. Now Aft Cabin's trying to get a run. It's just about through now. And then came Jacquino. Squad, 200 metres to go. Aft Cabin's out. He's Heaven. And here's Jacquino down the middle. Aft Cabin joined and headed by Jacquino. 100 to go. Jacquino moves up, takes the lead, storms away. Jacquino by 2 lengths. Aft Cabin. Photo third. Tijuana. He's Heaven. Then Atlantis Tycoon and Squad from Superset. Next to finish in the race.
And Jacquino gives us everything we were expecting of this horse 8 to 10 months ago as a 2-year-old. He was jaw-droppingly good on Boxing Day last year on...
Talk about how we all thought he was going to be the 3-year-old out of the Blue Diamond, and then a few of us jumped off yesterday, but let's have a...
It's an edition of the Memsie, heaving with quality. 8 Group 1 winners, the 10th edition at the highest level. Benascara, your top 4.
Here, punters are rallying around the top 2 in the market, and there's been Snap Dancer that has had great support late too, and looking like a market mover. Would you...
Field, 950 out, Snap Dancer in front of Call Sign Mav. Lightsaber third, the inside, and Western Empire has been able to slot across, one off the fence in 4th place. A lovely bit of riding, and they were followed by Tafane, 6th on the outside of Alligator Blood. Then came Elephant Dragon Leap, Nonconformist, I'm Thunderstruck from Cascadian Elation. Well back as Zayrek and Jewis is last. So with 500 metres to go, Snap Dancer is the leader in the $1 Million Memsie by 3/4 of a length to Call Sign Mav. Western Empire peels 3 wide. Lightsaber the inside, then Tafane. Alligator Blood is tracking up behind those, then Dragon Leap, and I'm Thunderstruck to the outside. Snap Dancer went for home though. 200 metres to go, 2.5 lengths in front of Western Empire. Call Sign Mav, I'm Thunderstruck and Dragon Leap. But Snap Dancer, 100 metres to go, still clear. I'm Thunderstruck wearing it down. Snap Dancer needs the line, but won it. Snap Dancer and neck, I'm Thunderstruck. Cascadian for 4th a photo. Western Empire or Dragon Leap. Then came Alligator Blood, Call Sign Mav, Nonconformist, Elephant Lightsaber. Well back in the field, Tafane, Zayrek, Jewis and Elation a long way back. Snap Dancer is the winner of the Memsie. What
was resembling a mosh pit. Brad Spicer and his group of owners in Snap Dancer have been on the ride of their lives right throughout the year. It started with her win in the filling of Triscay, a Sangster, and just claimed in the shadows by Star Tontes in a Tats Tiara. Again, you put it in inverted commas, residual fitness from Queensland counts. She's beaten all of them, and she puts her name alongside Atlantic Jewel as the only mare to win the Memsie since it's been a Group 1. And Ethan Brown.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
The GPI Tramway Stakes, 1400, it's a Group 2. Now the scrap.
Nothing to worry about. He's had a beautiful grounding.
It's the short price favourite Zaki in front. Last year's winner. A half length clear to Nimalee. Then came Profondo on a stalking roller. A length and a half further back to Converse, the Randwick Guineas winner on the outside of Character. And then Yonkers, who's trying to keep Ice Bath in a pocket as they come to the corner. And it's Zaki in front under a good grip from McDonald. Leads the way by a half length to Nimalee. A length and a half then to Profondo. Profondo. A couple further back then to Conversion Character as they come up the rise, and Nimmerly trying to worry the favourite Zaki out of it. Nimmerly pushed on. Now McDonald gets busy on Zaki on the inside, and they're 2 lengths clear from Profondo. Zaki starting to go through his gears now, the 8-year-old. He put paid to Nimmerly. Ice Bath with a big run late, but it's Zaki clearing the tramway, and he goes back to back. Zaki by 2.5 to Ice Bath. Nimmerly third, Profondo Every Hope fourth. Further back to Yonkers.
He's too good for them. He's the best horse in that race, Zaki, and he shows them what...
Ahead of the 2, Mr. Brightside.
It was a great win first up in the Lawrence with improvement to come. I think he's better suited at 1,600 metres. He can...
Only a few minutes ago today, but since the yard has taken place, he has trimmed up again back into $5. Let's have...
So Earlswood dictates from the front, runs off the back at the 850, leading 3/4 of a length. Mr. Brightside, if anything, getting a little bit closer. 1.5 lengths, Inspirational Girl. Spanish Mission's tracking Mr. Brightside wherever it goes, and it's nice and close behind the favourite, and Sound is last of all. 600 metres to go in the field, and it's Earlswood just in front of Mr. Brightside. The favourites are 1-2. 3/4 of a length to Spanish Mission, and then came Inspirational Girl, who needs a run at this stage, and 2 further back to Sound. So Mr. Brightside steps it up, dials it up, and at the 300 metres goes to the lead from Earlswood, who battles on a length away. Then Spanish Mission, and behind them Inspirational Girl. They bumped round the turn, but Mr. Brightside at the 150, ping for home. 2.5 lengths in front of Spanish Mission, Inspirational Girl, but Mr. Brightside put pay to them and is race clear, and Mr. Brightside won at 4 lengths. Inspirational Girl, Spanish Mission, Sound for fourth, and Earlswood was last of the 5. The connections are going absolutely troppo downstairs. They have a magnificent racehorse on their hands, a golden ticket into the WS Cox Plate.
Ben and JD Hayes have made the comparisons recently that this horse has got a little bit of better loosen up about him. That is high.
2,000, not 2,400. 2,400 is the question. I think he'll see out 2,000 metres quite easily because of his temperament and the way he relaxes and the way he races. But look, if I was making the decisions around him, I'd definitely be going to a Cox Plate before I looked at a Caulfield Cup.
Dan Cobby from Lab.
To leave Zaki in yesterday, I thought when the track was downgraded to a 10, they may have just taken the horse out and given him an experience on firmer ground, maybe next Saturday at Flemington. So credit to Annabelle Newsham and Connections for...
Very quickly, you were looking at half that within about 2 minutes. $3.50 and equal favourite as we change it up just this second. Golden Mile at $3.50, equal favourite, but I will tell...
Pace is genuine up front. They're stringing out. Machalade's fourth, a length into Golden Mile. Magic off the course. They're followed then by Conqueror from Brosnan, Flag of Honour, Williamsburg, and 3 lengths away to Manzois. 600 metres to run. Rise of the Masses, 2 lengths clear from Zoo Tiger. 2 after Basquiat, 2 after Machalade. Golden Mile moving up the outside. Further back to Brosnan, and Magic's off the track. Conqueror buried back on the inside as they straighten up. Rise of the Masses, 2 lengths clear from Zoo Tiger, who pounces on the outside. Basquiat as well, and now Golden Mile's winding up on the outside. Basquiat moved up to Zoo Tiger. Golden Mile moved up to the pair. Golden Mile laying it on Basquiat. Got the upper hand though, Golden Mile, and has drawn clear here in the Ming Dynasty. Very strong late, and Golden Mile won it comfortably. Machalade got up for second in front of the tiring Basquiat. Then Flag of Honour from Conqueror.
Miles, Sam Clipperton and James Cummings. What a nice 3-year-old moving forward now. He goes to 40.
Yeah, look, he's a really good-looking horse in comparison to his stablemate. He's a very interesting horse. You've got to like from here on in what he does here, and he did react when he drew a barrier, and he did race closer yesterday, and
fierce impact defeating Russian Camelot 2 years ago. 4 of the last 8 winners have come out of the Memsie. That is the path. I'm Thunderstruck comes through. He was superb. Second to who adds their name in the $1 million Maccabi Diva of 2022.
Well, the flashing light run in the Memsie was clearly I'm Thunderstruck, and
$2.70 now your favourite taking on I'm Thunderstruck. Cascadian starting to trim up. The best you could bet today after scratchings was $6. Have a look at this. He's into $4. Why? Well, he gets
900 metres to go. Alligator Blood, it's even, led by a half-length nonconformist. A length and a quarter, Western Empire Mo'unga. A length and a quarter, I'm Thunderstruck, and then came Regal Power. Cascadian, the outside of She's Ideal at the end. Alligator Blood with a cheap split here. Comes up towards the corner. Led nonconformist at the 600 metres. A length and a quarter, Mo'unga about to peel 3 wide. Western Empire needing some luck. Regal Power behind those horses. They were followed by I'm Thunderstruck, Cascadian, and She's Ideal. 450 metres to go. Alligator Blood is the first to straighten. Clicks up and kicks away. 2.5 lengths in front of Western Empire. I'm Thunderstruck darting through over on the far side. Then came Mo'unga and Cascadian down the outer. Alligator Blood, 150 metres to go. 2 lengths in front. I'm Thunderstruck needing to get there. Alligator Blood tiring. I'm Thunderstruck over the top, rumbling hard and got up. I'm Thunderstruck, I reckon's just beaten Alligator Blood in a beauty. They were followed by I'm Thunderstruck, Cascadian, and She's Ideal. 450 metres to go. Alligator Blood is the first to straighten. Clicks up and kicks away. 2.5 lengths in front of Western Empire. I'm Thunderstruck darting through over on the far side. Then came Mo'unga and Cascadian down the outer. Alligator Blood, 150 metres to go. 2 lengths in front. I'm Thunderstruck needing to get there. Alligator Blood tiring. I'm Thunderstruck over the top, rumbling hard and got up. I'm Thunderstruck, I reckon's just beaten Alligator Blood in a beauty. Third in the race, Mo'unga, followed by Cascadian, and behind them Nonconformist. Then
William Alligator Blood, heads up, heads down. The baldy face of I'm Thunderstruck on the outside. Alligator Blood on the inside. Those on course think it might be the favourite. The photo's there, and it's the Thunder. I'm Thunderstruck will win the Makybe Diva Stakes. And there's a fair dash of lightning and reels in Alligator Blood in the shadows of the post.
Well, he's pretty brave, wasn't he? I mean, he was in a awkward spot again behind heels, and Alligator Blood was off and gone. And I thought, well, probably the best horse in the race, Alligator Blood. We're not going to run him down, but probably the beauty.
Soon enough, but Nonconformist going forward was the surprise. But once they'd settled down, he was going to need a lot of luck in running. But yeah, the closing sectionals were fantastic from I'm Thunderstruck, who produced an awesome finish to run down Alligator Blood. It was beautifully rated from Tim Clark, but that's enough.
It's the second time we've seen Alligator Blood, Mike, lead in a Group 1 mile contest, look home and be run down. It happened in the Caulfield Guineas and again there yesterday.
I mean, he was perfectly rated in front, I thought, and that mid-race slowdown played into his hands. And, Mark was probably a little bit lucky at the top of the straight, and I'll be interested to get Mark's thoughts on this.
Going to power home, but he's just not... I mean, to make up that ground in the final 100 metres was so exciting and an unbelievable performance. He highlighted that in the
call from Matty Hill, wasn't it? Got a bit of goosebumps watching that again, but... Yeah, I don't think many horses would be able to run Alligator Blood down the way he kicked at the top of the straight. When I finally got a bit of room there, I was like, I think it's too far gone here, but he's got a good will to win, my horse, when I sort of...
I just didn't want to gut you.
Race 7, Group 1 action, the Fujitsu General George Main Stakes worth $1 million. Wait for age.
Really relaxed down now. He's obviously gotten a little bit more mature, a bit older. He's parading really, really well.
About $1.60, and he has 70% of the market hold here, which is enormous and well warranted as well. So he's at that $1.60 quote. You would have got $2 when markets open, so even money if you
start the run down the side. 900 metres to run, and Hinged is held together by Kieran McAvoy. Leads by 3/4 to Animo. Profondo tucked away third, followed by Montefilia. Then Fangirl, 3 back the rails from Ice Bath. Further back to Maximal, then came Duis. And Converge is still back last. So Hinge leads, approaching the 600 metres by 3/4 to Animo. McDonald allowing to slide a little bit closer, coming to the turn from Profondo. Montefilia is easing out deep. Ice Bath as well. And Fangirl's coming well off the fence as they straighten. And Hinge, 400 metres to run, leads the way from Animo. Profondo the inside. Ice Bath winding up with Montefilia. And then came Fangirl. Animo races to the lead at the 250. Animo just in front from Ice Bath, beating off Hinge. Then came Fangirl, but Animo. Up goes Animo, and the George Main Stakes breaking clear. And there's 5 Group 1s. Animo went on to beat Ice Bath. Hinged in third, Montefilia fourth. Then came Fangirl. Further back.
So 5 Group 1s, the first Godolphin horse in this country to win 5 Group 1s. He does, I know he's different, but I get the So You Think feelings about him as a 4-year-old, how good So You Think was. It wasn't a massive margin, but it was dominant. I thought it was a magnificent ride. I mean, he just absolved him perfectly. Ice Bath gets a 5th Group 1 placing, believe it or not.
Well, I think he's on his way to being a champion. He had to be ridden like that yesterday. It's not his style, sitting outside the lead, but something had to do it. Yep. And it might as well be the $1.60 favourite rather than taking, hoping for luck going back. Look, he just surges here, doesn't he?
This horse, I can't wait to see the day that he just gets everything to fall into place, like the race to run to suit, sitting 3, maybe 4 pairs back. Because he's a chase horse. I'd be expecting that they will be. I've never really seen that far forward. I know there's probably a little bit of residual.
Around his arch rival. This is the 11th time they have met in a race. Here's Eduardo.
With Nature Strip, $2.30 favourite for the short.
Nature Strip is slowly improving on the inside of Marzua. Lost and running midfield. Andermatt out deep, followed by Handle the Truth. Masked Crusaders right off the track from Rocketing by Shelby 66. Classique Legend and Anathol's last of all. Eduardo's got the lead all on his own here at the 600 metres in the hands of Brenton Abdullah. Leads by a length to overpass. Nature Strip railing through, gets to 3rd. Marzu without cover. Lost and running deeper out. Then Camathelric, Handle the Truth, Rocketing by Andermatt. Shelby 66 taking rails runs. Classique Legend second last. Eduardo comes up the rise, 2 lengths clear from Nature Strip, stalking him. Then came overpass. Lost and running to the outside, making ground. Eduardo in front, but Nature Strip getting on terms now. Here comes the champ, Nature Strip, taking the lead from Eduardo, clear from Lost and Running, and Nature Strip back on target to defend his Everest title. Nature Strip beat Lost and Running overpass. They beat off Eduardo. Then Masked Crusader from Marzua.
Big Group 1. He was stunning today. He's improved, Lizzie. He's improved. He's an 8-year-old. Royal Ascot, he was dominant against many of the world's best sprinters, one from the United...
True, we didn't expect it would be this good. I expected there to be a bit of downtime required and coat.
Good horses. He'll some cope with it better than others. But he was. Don't put yourself in a false sense of security here. He is not unbeatable in this. Everest. Everything went perfect for him yesterday.
Yep.
And a couple of those horses resuming were unbelievable.
Well, let's get to that.
He's coming right into play. $17 chance.
Okay, just look on this market. This is what happened yesterday. Nature Strip 280 into 210.
The tempo was steady. He got into good rhythm, and he was electric. He really was. It was a brilliant win. Back to 12.
Times you wish you weren't right, and you wish the radar had pushed it elsewhere. The rain that had hit Ballarat an hour ago is descending upon Caulfield.
Here, he is really firm in betting, as we would expect with the dominance that we've seen from this horse in the past. And at $2.20.
At the end of the field, in extraordinary conditions, they race to the railway side with 800 metres to go. The leader is Zambagini from Aft Cabin, who's about a length away. Ozapinko Rider, Amenable is second last, and Black Samurai is at the end of the field. Wouldn't like the dry cleaning bill coming around the turn. 350 metres to go, and it's Zambagini, 3/4 now a half, and Aft Cabin strides up on the outside now, comes around the corner at the 250 and exploded away. Aft Cabin, 3 lengths Zambagini, a Gap Meridius down the outside, and behind those horses Berardino and Sir Bailey, but it's all Aft Cabin at 1400 metres is going to stride in this colt, and as they reach the line, it's Aft Cabin winning it well. 4 lengths Meridius, Amenable, Sir Bailey, Berardino, Zambagini.
Well, they aquaplaned through the Ned Caulfield Guineas Prelude. Aft Cabin shows his class. Took Zambagini
yesterday. He's the horse to beat in the Guineas.
He's a proper horse. And this stallion astern, I can picture him winning the Golden Rose, eased up J-Mac, and I've been waiting for him to fire some bullets, and he's got Aft Cabin, Golden Mile and Brigantine on a Golden Eagle path, so he's going fantastic.
Touch your top 4 for the delayed, but now we're here with it, the 1000 Guineas Prelude.
Yeah, this is my best of the day. She's looking.
By the rain come. Who can run really well here. Benny Mellum draws a low gate, and Dean Lester.
They were followed by Call Sign Charlie, Mumbai Jewel, Vagrant. Well back in the field then is Hope at Hand, who's niggled at very early, not handling the conditions from Boogie Dancer, Love Nest and Sumatra. Celestial Spirit took it up cleanly. Coming up towards the corner at the 450, a length Miss Hellfire. She's Lickety Split, despite being wide, runs towards the middle of the track and is coming on. They were followed then by Presenia March, Bonheur, Mumbai Jewel and Boogie Dancer brought to the middle and is coming home hard. Boogie Dancer takes the lead, 200 to go. Kick clear, 2 lengths in front of a wall. Bonheur, Mumbai Jewel, She's Lickety Split and Sumatra late, but it's all Boogie Dancer careering away, and Boogie Dancer won it easily. 3 lengths Sumatra, She's Lickety Split, then Bonheur, and behind them then was Mumbai.
1,000 guineas on the Underwood Stakes program, and Boogie Dancer.
The spotlight shines on the Valley as the elite speedsters scorch the turf in the AJ Moyer Stakes. A Cox Plate Day staple from 76 to 2011, the new Moyer now stands proud in September, launching the night racing season.
When he Donald Coolangatta the filly, she draws barrier 1. She needs to keep that gate, you would imagine, with the lightweight of 50 kilos. $10 went up. Punter said, thank you, that's too big for her. Crack second up at this level, $6.
I'm with Rothfire. I thought this was the best of the night.
Lady Peeds out of the fray and driving through is Coolangatta to lead them. Coolangatta after 200 metres led Zoo Style Generation. They were followed by Rothfire, the outside of Malkovich. 2 further back, Paul Laley and Bella Nipotina. Then came Maliva, the Inferno Isotope and September Run, and 3 lengths Extremely Lucky. Zoo Style pressures Coolangatta through the gap. 500 metres to go from Generation behind them. They were followed by Rothfire, and Bella Nipotina's tried to keep him in, but he's 3 wide. Rothfire from Bella Nipotina, and then Paul Laley stoking up from Maleva, and behind those horses Malkovich. Coolangatta around the corner. 200 metres to go. The filly led by 2 lengths. Bella Nipotina, Zoo Style, and then Rothfire. Coolangatta, 100 metres to go. Bella Nipotina wearing it down. Coolangatta a neck. Bella Nipotina's going to get close. Coolangatta has just won from Bella Nipotina. Photo third. Zoo Style or Generation, then Rothfire, Paul Laley. A gap September Run, Maleva.
Well, Coolangatta gets her Group 1 and gets it in the Moyer Stakes. A brilliant front-running ride by Jamie Carr. She wasn't letting anyone take that pole position. She utilised her every step of the way. The fast-finishing Bella Nipotina. We have to look time and time again at Rothfire and how he didn't get an opportunity to get a crack at them at the top.
It's an end to Kieran Maher. Big result for the race for the Maher Eustace team. 1-2 in the run. And, yeah, another leader, another winner. We have to say it. Jamie found the front. She didn't want to relinquish that spot. They were right.
Time again before. A little bit questionable how she returned, but to see her return and now get that Group 1 win on the board, I'm sure the team would be very satisfied.
Just given the pattern of the night, the 2 runs of the race, Bella Nipotina wide against the pattern, terrific, and Paul Laley, very good late. So they're the 2 that I think you take forward to a race like a Manikato.
Kiss on all 4 cheeks in the last race. Here comes up your favourite, decimated with scratchings earlier this morning, this race, the mare's race, but she was terrific, winning the Let's Elope last start. Her second up, $7 into $6, Daisies. Moonee Valley form there. Gate 1, she'll be stalking them and will need to get into the race.
Set to go for the Group 2 Stock Stakes. Set and away they go. And Foxy Frida from barrier number 3 was moderately away. Kiss on all 4 cheeks. Jumps well with Lady of Order, Sky Horse, and then came Elusive Express and 2 lengths to Daisies. They swing towards the side of the track now. Lady of Honour was able to Civ Express, Sky Horse and Daisies as they approach the corner. Lady of Honour about to dial it up at the 400 metres. Let her half Sione. Kiss on all 4 cheeks now crucially needs a run from Foxy Frida, and then Elusive Express, Daisy, Sky Horse, Lady of Honour, ping for home at the 200 metres. Kiss on all 4 cheeks needs a run up on the inside. Sione and Elusive Express is trying to loop them. Lady of Honour, 100 metres to go from Sione. Daisy's bursting through and Elusive Express the outside. Lady of Honour just in front. Daisy's coming at her and Elusive Express a great finish. Daisy's or Elusive Express touch out Lady of Honour. Behind them, photos for 4.
As we're getting towards the slow-mo, head up, head down. Oh, I'm staying out of that hutch. Daisies,
I'll go with Daisies.
Thanks for the...
I'll go with Daisies. And Daisy's got it.
Being a horse who has got plenty of talent. Jane mentioned it's hard to keep the weight...
Form, how it works out.
This is as good a ride as you're going to see anywhere. Damien Lane missed the start. He had to go back, ride for luck. He sliced through the field. That's the difference between winning and losing here. Jamie Carr being
Big one of the day. This is race number 8, the Shandong Golden Rose, over 1,400 metres, Group 1. And this mounting out is brought to you by...
Back when I was $7, it was an amazing return, but a few punters just questioning that Melbourne form, I guess. Golden Mile at $7 is equal second favourite.
Advance of the favourite In Secret, and Golden Miles pushing forward out wide and going right around the field as Zoo Tiger steadies the tempo in front, and Golden Mile quickly got to second. Dormier back to third now. Fourth as Paris Dior continues to improve. She's Extremes right there in the middle of the pack. The favourite In Secret down on the fence in the red cap. They're followed after 2 lengths to Mullane. Sajardin's off the course. Prometo back on the rails. 2 further back to Jacquinot from Sebagnac. Then came Basquiat from Fast Witness. Fire Burns well back. Brosnan in a 3-wide position. And Political Debates last. 600 metres to run. Zoo Tiger in front from Golden Mile. Paris Dior 3 out third. In Secret creeping up on the inside as She's Extreme. Then came Dormier as they straighten up. Zoo Tiger being eyeballed by Golden Mile. Golden Mile moved up, really serving it up to Zoo Tiger. 2 lengths away to Paris Dior. In Secret going back to the inside. She's got a job to pick up. It's Golden Mile just in front of Zoo Tiger. A length away to In Secret. Golden Mile, Zoo Tiger, In Secret. Jacquinot storming home. In Secret up the fence. Jacquinot wide out. Jacquinot got up with a heart-stopping victory in the Golden Rose to knock it, being eyeballed by Golden Mile. Golden Mile moved up, really serving it up to Zoo Tiger. 2 lengths away to Paris Dior. In Secret going back to the inside. She's got a job to pick up. It's Golden Mile just in front of Zoo Tiger. A length away to In Secret. Golden Mile, Zoo Tiger, In Secret. Jacquinot storming home. In Secret up the fence. Jacquinot wide out. Jacquinot got up with a heart-stopping victory in the Golden Rose to knock off In Secret, followed by Zoo Tiger. Golden Mile in it for third. Whoa, Jacquinot right down the outside.
Well, you didn't know where to look in those final stages, and Jacquinot was finding the line from back in the field. In Secret was...
Jacquinot looms up with In Secret and wins the Golden Rose. So Michael Kent...
What an amazing win, coming from back off there when nothing at all has made ground all day. In Secret
as a whole, that's something that you thought couldn't be done today, Corey.
Well, I stated in the making ground. I was a bit concerned before the race because nothing had really flashed home out in the middle of the track, but we didn't unleash him. But gee, what a horse!
Yeah. And you don't see horses come that wide and win at Rosehill very often. That's for sure.
Well,
that's for sure.
Well, should he be thinking about the Everest?
Well, I say yes. See, this horse. You know, beautifully to this stage, obviously, he rode him beautifully to win, but he took a while to wind him up, and wind up he did. You know, they've run half a second faster than Nimmerley on the day, so it's a proper race. But to think he could get up with 150 metres to go there...
Pretty incredible. And not only his run, but In Secret. Like,
amazing.
It was really...
She was gone. She was gone.
She was going to get beaten, like, I reckon, a length. And then at the 100-metre mark, she found, like, 2 lengths.
Godolphin thought they...
After waxing lyrical about his whole 2-year-old season, but fastest last 200 of the meeting, he's come home in 11.08. It was even better between the 400 to the 200, Dwayne. That was some sort of a win.
Yeah, I think this was a race standing.
Really well. This is going to be a good race. I think In Secret, she might just be a little brilliant for the way that race worked out. So Coolmore's got to be very much in the mix for her.
I think that...
The day today, the Group 1 Underwood Stakes over the 1,800 metres. It is a 6-horse field, and it was only just over an hour ago that we have a new favourite installed at the top of betting, and the way that he carries himself. Well, I'm Thunderstruck is into $2.20 now. He has been absolutely smashed in the last 20 minutes or so in the betting.
1,000 metres to go. Alligator Blood looking for a cheap split here, led by 3/4 of a length, and as a result, Carr gets a bit closer on Zaki, a half length away now. They were followed by Moonga at the 800 metres. A length, Mr. Brightside just inching a bit closer. 2 lengths to I'm Thunderstruck, who has its back, and Nonconformist last. Alligator Blood joined by Zaki as they reached the 600 metres and they're about to dial it up in the Underwood. Then came out deeper on the track. Mo'unga scrubbed along from Mr. Brightside as Alligator Blood and Zaki now step it right up down the hill. 450 metres to go. It's Alligator Blood from Zaki looking to lug in. They're 2 lengths Mr. Brightside. Then I'm Thunderstruck down the outside with 3 to pick up. Alligator Blood, 200 metres to go. Zaki not done with, but Alligator Blood's 3/4 Zaki. I'm Thunderstruck running on. 100 to go. Alligator Blood from Zaki. I'm Thunderstruck. Alligator Blood. The Gator's going to do it today. Alligator Blood's won at 3/4 of a length. Photo second, Mo'unga, I'm Thunderstruck and Zaki between them. Then Mr. Brightside and Nonconformist was last.
Adrian Bott pours over his 17th Group 1 win in concert with Gai Waterhouse. What a triumph from Alligator Blood. He's taken a bite out of a vintage weight for age field. Everything we love about the sport at its highest level in Australia. There was aggression, there was intent, there was a genuine contest, and Alligator Blood was
gone chips in here in the last, and it is all about I Wish I Win, now into $1.65, and wouldn't be surprised to see that trim up to $1.60. Only 15 minutes ago he was $1.85, and of course he was hovering around that $1.95 all throughout betting. So this is a
ready and away they go. Pretty good around the turn. 500 to go. It's open-minded Imperial Lad from Gravina, hooked to the middle of the course in the blue. 2 lengths Regards Marie Belplaisir. Where are these favourites? Ayrton coming up the outside, 3 off the lead and coming on. I Wish I Win still third last. Gravina at the 300 metres in front of Regards Marie Imperial Lad. Then Ayrton. Catalyst back over on the far side is finishing well, and Belplaisir is coming through from I Wish I Win. Ayrton at the 100. I Wish I Win's got out and flashing now. I Wish I Win over the top. Will look to be struggling, but makes it easy at the end. I Wish I Win from Ayrton Bandersnatch, and then came thanks Regards Marie Belplaisir. Where are these favourites? Ayrton coming up the outside, 3 off the lead and coming on. I Wish I Win still third last. Gravina at the 300 metres in front of Regards Marie Imperial Lad. Then Ayrton. Catalyst back over on the far side is finishing well, and Belplaisir is coming through from I Wish I Win. Ayrton at the 100. I Wish I Win's got out and flashing now. I Wish I Win over the top. Will look to be struggling, but makes it easy at the end. I Wish I Win from Ayrton Bandersnatch, and then came Gravina next in the field across the track.
Have parted with your worst enemy's money on I Wish I Win, the $1.70 VOP favourite at the 200-metre mark. Luke Nolan was surrounded, but in the end, it's plain sailing, and the Moody-Nolan combination have got themselves a double on Underwood Stakes Day. Waltz on by, Bass came to the fore in the end. I Wish I Win. That's some sort of victory in the Testarossa.
Seen some nice performances today, but that was right up there with them. That was a serious victory. I think we all thought it.
Point expected that Montefilia would just get out of touch. Cascadian at $2.70 on the second line has been a firmer today. Numerian at $5.50.
Stride just in front from Numerian, and Montefilia pulls out 3 wide now, a half length off them. Cascadian gets onto her back as they turn. Kiss the Brides out enough. Numerian takes the lead, but Montefilia looming up on the outside, and Montefilia revved up by Collett, trying to get on terms with Numerian, and Cascadian's going towards the inside. Montifilia's flat. She's gone, and Cascadian sprinted hard. Went up to join Numerian. Montefilia staggering, but she'll run third. Cascadian's drawn clear now from Numerian, and it's a big win to Cascadian in the Hill Stakes by 3 lengths to Numerian. Montefilia plodded into third. Yonkers for
Montefilia, we know. It was a brilliant ride by James McDonald. He's happy to sit back. Takes prize money to over $5 million. He's been a work in progress, hasn't he?
beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Going with the grey here, top ranked. I liked him first up in the Bill Ritchie. He got the job done well. I think the
how things are going to jump, I would imagine. Ice Bath favourite from Hinged. Top ranked now on the third line at $4.80. In terms of money,
2 lengths away to Hinge, followed by Ellsberg on the outside of War Eternal. And this field is starting to string right out. 3 lengths then to top ranked. 3 lengths to Ice Bath from Fangirl Papali. And Kiku is the last one. They've got 800 metres to run, and Crosstalk's got along at speed. Out by a length on Nimmerley. 2 lengths away to Hinged in a stalking position, clear from Ellsberg. Then War Eternal from top ranked. Fangirl Ice Bath, she's right on the coattails of the grey. Further back to Papali. And Kiku's last of all, racing towards the corner. 500 metres to run. Crosstalk in front from Nimmerley, who's sticking to the task. 2 lengths away to Hinge. Top ranked slightly balked there, getting to the outside. Ice Bath is 2 lengths away as Nimmerley takes the lead now at the top of the rise. But top ranked is closing closing in. So's Hinge. Ellsberg taking a run towards the inside. Ice Bath, the wheels are spinning. It's Top Ranked and Hinge going to the front. Top Ranked, Hinge. Ellsberg's fighting on the inside, coming home hard. Top Ranked in front from Ellsberg. Top Ranked, Ellsberg bobbed. Oh, close one in the Epsom. Ellsberg's really bobbed there on the inside. I made it very close from Top Ranked. Hinged has finished third and they gap the rest. Nimmerley, Ice Bath, Fangirl, Cross Talk.
Bob goes the right way. This so tight. Top Ranked bobs. Hinge looks
goes, the more likely it is it's going to be a dead heat. A dead heat. Well, this is the longest photo we've seen at Randwick in a long, long time.
It's got to be a dead heat.
It's a dead heat. It's a dead heat. And the crowd roars. The Ellsberg fans and the Top Rank fans. And look at this. Look at this scene now.
Just, when you have a horse like that, he's so honest. I think 3 times he's been out of the first 4. I wish they had more. And,
well done, mate.
Great.
No betting in the wide world when this big grey just ambled and loped up to him. Oh, look at him go. He's a beautiful horse. He's going to just race away with this, but he showed good fight. I think Gerald may have thought, and Sterling may have thought, they're going to go to the 1800s. So it was a last-minute decision to run him here, and boy, was it a good decision. He's got 2 stallions there, fighting out the finish.
I tell you what, that Top Rank, I know you're second up.
Yep.
Next time round, he's going to be
better again.
Better again for sure. He could.
Place to be on Tab Turnbull Stakes Day. We're up to race 5, the HQ Tavern Danehill Stakes, 1100 metres. Group 2 set weights plus penalties for the 3-year-olds. This race, of course.
He's got a great colour to his skin. He's holding condition really nicely. This group.
On the 2-year-olds here for the Danehill. Giga Kick. We know he's undefeated. He's $1.85 here for the Danehill, and clearly the best backed on turnover with Sports.
150 metres to run. It's Duel, the leader from Sun Tzu, Swiss Exile, and Giga Kick is coming on up the middle. They were followed next by Buena Noches, who hooks out wider. Cannonball is coiled up, and further back in the field, Great Barrier Reef. 250 to go. It's Duel with Giga Kick joining in, and Buena Noches the outside. Giga Kick takes the lead, shown the whip, led 3/4 of a length. Buena Noches, Duel, Cannonball. So it's Giga Kick finding 50 metres to go. Buena Noches is going to lunge. Giga Kick or Buena Noches. It's very, very close, but I think Giga Kick's held it. Then Cannonball, Duel in photos, back behind those Brereton Great. It'll be a photo finish, but it'll be Giga Kick by a nostril. Giga Kick will win. Craig Williams for Clayton Douglas. He looked pretty confident. He was looking around. He just didn't know when to push the button because he knew Buena Noches was behind him.
Thrills all round for Clayton Douglas and the team. The photo, there's a pimple, there's a nostril. It's millimetres, but it's Danehill Stakes. He's now 4 from 4. Buenas Noches has
on Group 3 Vane, now Group 2 Danehill.
This horse put the writing on the wall.
Certainly is. The horse looked a little bit above himself in the yard. I think he's going to take improvement out of that, and I spoke to Craig Williams
today, so the 6 Rockin' Horse.
Private Eye, this is a good go here. And was as good as $8.50 this morning, just after scratching. So did touch the $4.80 now, settling at that $5 mark. Swats that, well, very solid. She is your...
And further back is Swats that Shaquiro Baller. Private Eye Zutori well back in the field with Tycoonist and Wild Planet. Onto the course proper with 500 metres to go. It's the Astrologist and Kemel Passer. A length and a half Rockin' Horse, a Thelric and Serious Suspect. Then Shaquiro. Swats that badly needs a run. Then Baller and Private Eye down the outside from Tycoonist, the Astrologist. 250 metres to go, joined by Rockin' Horse, and now Private Eye. The heavily backed Private Eye takes the lead from Rockin' Horse, the Astrologist, and then Baller. But it's Private Eye surging away, back for a stack and bolts in. Private Eye from Rockin' Horse, Baller, then the Astrologist. Half Rockin' Horse, a Thelric and Serious Suspect, then Shaquiro. Swats that badly needs a run, then Baller, and Private Eye down the outside from Tycoonist, the Astrologist. 250 metres to go, joined by Rockin' Horse, and now Private Eye. The heavily backed Private Eye takes the lead from Rockin' Horse, the Astrologist, and then Baller. But it's Private Eye surging away, back for a stack and bolts in. Private Eye from Rockin' Horse, Baller, then the Astrologist. Further back, Zutori, Tycoonist.
This day last year, it was an Epsom for Private Eye, and he starts perhaps a trajectory towards a Champions Mile here in 5 weeks' time with a slashing victory. Julie delivered that, and the 60 kilos was little impost for our race favourite, who was heavily supported in betting and has been the theme of...
It was one of the more impressive performances of the day, but then we get the data through this morning, and it was the most impressive performance of the day according to the data. So he got back and into a bit of an awkward... He's let down with a huge turn of foot to win this race and win running away decisively.
Private Eye. Could James Herron pick Private Eye?
Why not? Why not? He's an Epsom winner. He should have won the Stradbroke. He should have beat Alligator Blood in the Stradbroke, mind you.
Yep.
And look at his 1,200-metre record. I think he's had 5 runs at 1,200 for 4 wins.
And he likes the soft going, doesn't he?
Well, he's probably better on the dry. That's why he was there. But that's an awesome return.
Yep.
And he had 60 kilos. And he's a back marker.
Mm-hmm.
He loves Randwick. I can really make a real push for him.
Yeah.
Yep, well...
Performance of any of these runners in the last 12 months or so.
Galaxy of stars on the honour roll of the Caulfield Stakes, now known as the Might and Power. Ben Ascari, your numbers for our first group.
In the running, it's going to be a terrific clash between these heavyweights of the turf.
As we're betting around that $2.40 mark, crunched. He did touch $2.15, but steadying up at $2.20. Animo is the big go for the Might and Power. The Wait for Age champs are on the track on their way to...
So at a sedate tempo for this class, with over 1,000 to go, Alligator Blood is the leader by a half length to Zaki, who looks to just put a little bit more pressure on towards the railway side. 2.5 lengths away, Animo, I'm Thunderstruck. 2 lengths Nonconformist, and then came Benno, Mr. Brightside. Mawunga is last. Alligator Blood by a neck to Zaki the outside as they reach the 800 marker. 1.5 lengths, I'm Thunderstruck, and they were followed by Animo, who is going to show their hand first, and then came Nonconformist Benno. 2 lengths Mr. Brightside, and Mawunga, who's niggled at. Zaki now breathes down the neck of Alligator Blood at the 500 metres. They're toe-to-toe. 2 lengths to Animo, I'm Thunderstruck, and then Nonconformist hooking to the outside from Benno. Zaki really going for it round the turn now. 300 metres to go. Alligator Blood sticks with him, and they're toe-to-toe. 2 lengths, I'm Thunderstruck. Animo to the middle of the course, then Benno. Zaki, Alligator Blood, what a race at the 150. I'm Thunderstruck wearing them down, and Animo is starting to come now at the 100. Here comes Animo over the top with I'm Thunderstruck, who's lifting Animo. 6 Group 1s, a big one. Zaki really going for it round the turn now. 300 metres to go. Alligator Blood sticks with him, and they're toe-to-toe. 2 lengths, I'm Thunderstruck. Animo to the middle of the course, then Benno. Zaki, Alligator Blood, what a race at the 150. I'm Thunderstruck wearing them down, and Animo is starting to come now at the 100. Here comes Animo over the top with I'm Thunderstruck, who's lifting Animo. 6 Group 1s, a big one. A big one. Beat I'm Thunderstruck, Zaki for 4th. Photo, Mr. Brightside, Benno, followed by Alligator Blood, Mawunga.
Our best middle distance Wait for Age performer was. Animo's got the interim belt heading to the Cox Plate, but it's up for grabs. We've got so much to look forward to, and once again...
Leave this run too late, but that was a proper horse race with Alligator Blood, who's capable of skipping away at Wait for Age.
You must have just... They all went down fighting. I think it's going to set up for a brilliant Cox Plate. Any one of them can win it, that's for sure. And
the pinnacle of those 6 so far, and that's not taking anything away from those previous victories, particularly the Swede. That's the other talking point. He emulates Lonhro in 2002 and Who Begot You in 2008 to win the Caulfield Guineas 1 year, return 12 months later on the same day and take out this race.
Yeah, and he's gone here, and to lift over the concluding stages was something pretty special. Mr. Brightside rips home. Love preparation. Look at Thunderstruck through the line. Look at Benno through the line there, the grey. Him and
Guineas favourite. Now he's our Caulfield Guineas favourite. Now he got out to his $3.30 just after scratchings this morning. Was the best price punters were able to snap up. Bang on race day. He has been the best backed here into $2.80. Going to settle around $2.90 as I talk to you.
Sky Fios, Aussie Pinko, Meridius, Fujita San is last. So the front runner is dashing. 600 metres to go. Looks to dial it up by a half length to Lethal Thoughts. 1.5 lengths the the fortune teller. Elkington rode the inner. Then came Tijuana, who hooks out 4 deep from Mullane. Next in the field is Golden Mile. Elliptical runs up behind that wall, and then Sir Bailey. Lethal Thoughts dashing as they reach the 250, joined by the fortune teller. Then Tijuana. Golden Mile is coming on now down the middle of the track, and Bankmore from a long way back. Golden Mile up to Tijuana, then Elliptical. Golden Mile, 100 metres to go from Tijuana. Elliptical late. Golden Mile, Elliptical's driving. Golden Mile saw out the mile, won the Guineas, beat Elliptical. Photo third between out wide Aussie Pinko and
James McDonald on the outside trying to get everything he could out of Golden Mile. And does Godolphin's golden day continue? You better believe it. Phil Guineas, Anamoe last year, so good. And it looks to be good.
Obviously, he was out on his feet late, but he made a good surging run, and I think the best horse won the race. To be fair, he had the writing on the wall, and obviously there's some fast finishes. But
this is rated 6 lengths or so. Thanks to Daily Sectionals, worse than last year.
Well for the Ned's Coogee Cup here for race 3. The favourite still sitting on top, Gunstock, number 3.
And back at the 700 metres, Johnny Get Angry joined and now headed by the favourite Gunstock, who's gone to the front by default pretty early. Milford's about 3/4 of a length off it at the 500 metres, and they're clear. 2 lengths Yonkers, Glint of Hope, then Dedue's Dart Paternal. Back in the field then Media Award under pressure from Aurora's Symphony. So it's Gunstock on the point of the corner. 350 metres to go. Over 2 lengths Milford, Glint of Hope, Yonkers, and then Media Award, Paternal, Aurora's Symphony. Gunstock shown the whip. 200 metres to go. 3 lengths Glint of Hope, Yonkers running on, then Aurora's Symphony. But it's Gunstock. 100 metres to go. Well clear. Still about 2.5, 3 lengths in front of Yonkers, and Gunstock switched off near the line is going to win the Coogee easily. Gunstock from Yonkers, Aurora's Symphony or Glint of Hope, then Dedue's.
With Mick Price after the victory of Gunstock in the Coogee about where to next, because that was an easy.
Who can win a nice staying race. You know, I know this is...
One today. And he looks the winner.
He is an old favourite. He's an old favourite from every...
Forward if you're keen to have a crack, but it's funny with these horses that have had a...
First of all is Lourmien. Righto, well, Zayrek in a real mood here and has busted the field wide open. At the 600 metres, Zayrek is 8 lengths in front now of Surf Dancer, followed by Pinarello. You'd think Kieran McAvoy wants to get off early to the Bruno Mars concert. It's well clear, Zayrek turning for home from Surf Dancer. Prometto pulling out from Pinarello. The favourite Cascadian still 4th last and staying towards the inside. Zayrek folding up like a deck chair there, and Surf Dancer, Prometto and Just Folk are moving up, and now Cascadian is starting to rope them in on the inside. Just Folk the outside of Prometto, but here he comes Cascadian with the big white face racing to the lead from Just Folk. Prometto holding 3rd, but Cascadian a big winner coming from a mile back to win the Craven Plate. Just Folk 2nd, Prometto 3rd. He's a...
Richo, he's up to about 5.5, 5.6, 5.7 million. He was the perfect...
Number 3, the this morning. What has changed?
Well, he's out to 175, Greg. Nature Strip. 2 runners in single figures now, Eduardo and Masked Crusader. He touched 21. Giga Kick, he continues to be popular. He got into as short as $17. He's back out to 21.
Lining up at the gates now. It's a massive day.
Here is...
Excited for this big one. Yeah, well, I don't know where in the world you get this.
Nature Strip staying deep on the outside of Overpass, and Shades of Rose settles in 5th. Private Eye's pretty handy on the inside of Marzu. Then came Kementari from the 3-year-old Giga Kick firing up. The other 3-year-old Jacquino went past him. Then Ingratiating, and Masked Crusader sees them all. So it's Eduardo and his old sparring partner Nature Strip. They're at it a long way from home. Joyful Fortune holding a spot on the rails with Overpass between them. Then Shades of Rose from Private Eye, who's only 5 off the lead as they turn. They swing now. Eduardo and Nature Strip head and head up the rise, and a thriller here on the Everest, and Nature Strip given the cue by McDonald, and the champ races to the lead by a length on Eduardo. Private Eye's running on. Then came over past Shades of Rose, Jacquino and Giga Kick. Nature Strip a length in front. Private Eye, Giga Kick down the outside wins the Everest. The unbeaten 3-year-old's done it. Giga Kick beat Private Eye. And Nature Strip head and head up the rise, and a thriller here on the Everest, and Nature Strip given the cue by McDonald, and the champ races to the lead by a length on Eduardo. Private Eye's running on, then came over past Shades of Rose, Jacquino and Giga Kick. Nature Strip a length in front. Private Eye, Giga Kick down the outside wins the Everest. The unbeaten 3-year-old's done it. Giga Kick beat Private Eye. Then Nature Strip, Jacquino and Marzu. Further back to over past Kementari. Masked Crusader.
Off Private Eye and Giga Kick. And Giga Kick for Clayton Douglas and Craig Williams. Craig Williams has never been here on a course.
Such a professional. As you can see today with the 53 kilos, ridden like that, he's electric. So, yeah, a bit of a whirlwind. But he wasn't in a lot of faith in him. So, he's a star. And watch out, the new kid's on the block.
You are and he. Moment, but he's taken this whole, and he's only a 2-year-old. He's still a baby.
Yeah, look, his birthday's on Wednesday, so I think I'll buy him a birthday cake, I think. No, look, it was unreal, and he's really come through the run well, and we're very happy, and to think that we'll be able to beat Nature Strip, it's unbelievable.
And I know you galloped him onto
and you James, you look at unbeaten horses. Now he's 5 from 5, and he may one day be beaten.
It went through it this morning. I think throughout the period of the Everest, the average SP price has been just over $9.
Yes.
So it's not just a favourites race. And I think this opens up more doors. There'd be a lot of people sitting...
I was sitting next to Glenn Munsey, where he's got all the big computer there with the figures and the tab and the big holds, the millions and millions and millions. The worst possible result was the winner. So he was very popular.
Giga Kick is the best example of you go with your head. Yep. You pick the horse you think can run well, and you just hope they can deliver. I think he's changed the race in 6 years. I thought Yes did as a 3-year-old. I think this horse has done more for the Everest than any other horse.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
They're the two biggest turning points for the race.
You're on to
the time of their life out there. It was a big party alongside a race meeting.
Stars.
Chris Lee's looking ahead now to the Silver Eagle. You have Lock Eagle, who came out and blew everyone away there at Canterbury.
O'Teal getting a good run on the inside of Global Osbred. Valana 5th now. Then came Brigantine from Branch Hand. Morris is me dad. Further back to Lock Eagle. Kiss Some Star. Tonto's the Rouse. Waterford 3rd last. 350 metres to run. Mr. Mozart trying to beat off Lavish Girl. Coateal along the fence. Wider out Valana starting to lengthen well on the outside of Global Osbred. And 2 further back to Brigantine. Valana wide out. Moved up, and Valana takes the lead, drifting right in across the track, but Valana's well clearing the Silver Eagle and drawing away for an emphatic victory. Mr. Mozart holds down 2nd, Photo 3rd, the Ruffy Global Osbred and Brigantine.
Who's one of the early stars for James Cummings as a trainer. That 3rd photo is important. The first 3 get in automatically to the Golden Eagle, and both of those horses...
This is the Silver Eagle. 1st, 2nd and 3rd go through to the Golden Eagle, and didn't Godolphin pick the right horse for the goal?
Cracked $4.60 today into $3.80. Had his nose in front as favouritism. $3.90 each at 2 Dragonstone.
Ready to run. Press passes at the end, so it's Asfura the leader. Coming up to the corner, 450 metres to go by 3/4 of a length to Free of Debt. Then came Oxley Road on the inside. Further back, Generation Hook to the outside. Next in the field, Ashford Street. Dragonstone over on the far side from Kalos, but Asfura kicked into gear. 200 metres to go, and she's 2.5 lengths in front of a wall, chasing her, but she's going. Great guns, Asfura from Kalos Generation. It's all Asfura. She trots in. She won at 2.5. Kalos 2nd, Generation 3rd from Ashford Street, Dragonstone.
Headed to Ballarat and has now trained a Group 2 winner out of there in the form of Asfura, who, as we mentioned,
Gets the improving ground today, which helps, so that's going to certainly enhance his chances.
Benascurry, your top four.
I think there's two. Cut favouritism for the Caulfield Cup this year. $4 you've got here, punters. Allegron, he's holding firm at $10 as well. Outside.
Knight's Order is the front runner, running off the back section with about 1,100 metres to go by a length. New Marion, then came Nonconformist. Inspirational Girl fourth, the inside from Smoke and Romans getting a lovely run. Vow and Declare around the favourite. A length and a quarter, Crystal Pegasus and Great House. Then came Gold Trip, always wide as the runs start to come. No Compromises set alight. Behind those horses, Chapada and Montefilia from Tralee Rose, Durston, Sound and Jewess as well back in the field. Allegron's gone back to last. Here are the runs now at the 500 metres. Knight's Order, New Marion, Nonconformist made a line of three. Smoke and Romans needs a run. Inspirational Girl behind them. Then Vow and Declare, No Compromise. Further back, Great House and Crystal Pegasus. Knight's Order as they straighten at the 300 metres from New Marion, Nonconformist. Smoke and Romans darting back to the inside, and Gold Trip is now chiming in very strongly at the 200. Gold Trip up to New Marion, Knight's Order, and then came Durston getting out. Gold Trip, 100 metres to go just in front. Durston is coming at Gold Trip and got up. Durston has got up to win it for Mickey D from Gold Trip Photo. And Inspirational Girl behind them. Then Vow and Declare, No Compromise. Further back, Great House and Crystal Pegasus. Knight's Order as they straighten at the 300 metres from New Marion, Nonconformist. Smoke and Romans darting back to the inside, and Gold Trip is now chiming in very strongly at the 200. Gold Trip up to New Marion, Knight's Order, and then came Durston getting out. Gold Trip, 100 metres to go just in front. Durston, he's coming at Gold Trip and got up. Durston has got up to win it for Mickey D from Gold Trip Photo third. New Marion or Knight's Order, Vow and Declare behind them, and Montefilia wider. Behind those horses then Sound and Inspirational Girl, Tralee Rose, Nonconformist.
And emulates Gurner's Lane 40 years ago in winning the Newcastle Cup, going unplaced in the Metropolitan and then taking out the Caulfield Cup. A pulsating.
We've talked about
Joe Taylor from the Waller Stable in the trainer's room there, Breezy. And a lot of work goes into these horses and a huge result for the team.
Yeah, and being first to move.
The big screen hits.
Oh, it was absolutely unreal. Even Crystal.
He's his best asset. I thought he ran up perspective. Gold Trip was given a beautiful ride from Mark Zara, always smothered up in behind, looked the winner with his big weight. He's done a terrific job, but it was just a supreme ride from Michael D. You'll see him back there, worse in midfield on the fence, saving all the ground. And as they come...
Or Knight's Order, Vow and Declare...
Number 19 in the frame in a Caulfield Cup for the first time in almost 60 years, and Chris Waller grabs his second Caulfield Cup in 3 years.
But look, he's a really good horse. They've taught him how to race now. He's going to get him the...
Been a Group 1 with her.
Yeah, it would be. Thank you.
Group 1. The Mowat and Chandon Spring Champion Stakes coming up here at Royal Randwick over the 2,000.
Williamsburg, then came Elliptical, head back the outside Machelade. Sharp and Smart caught three wide, then came Coppelson from Prometo between them. No change to the action. Further back to Owen County from She's Extreme is starting to pick up. Getting onto Prometo's back, Conqueror's not going well. Then Renaissance Woman and Manzois coming to the turn. Bunker Hut in front. Williamsburg went up to join it. Now Elliptical pulls out and Machelade pulls out, and it's game on the Spring Champion Stakes. Bunker Hut's gone. Elliptical in the middle. Moved up with Machelade. Williamsburg dropped off a length. Sharp and Smart angling into the clear. Renaissance Woman right down the outside, and She's Extreme still has chasing to do. It's Elliptical and Machelade slogging it out in the Spring Champion. Sharp and Smart's coming late. It's Elliptical in front from Machelade. Sharp and Smart. Elliptical just in front. Sharp and Smart goes to it. The outside lunges, and I think got up to win. I think Sharp and Smart may have got there, a nose over Elliptical. Third between Sheep.
Congratulations, Team Rogerson. Yeah, he's a very good horse. He's nearly done what I want. Wins the Derby next Saturday, and then he can have a holiday. Derby bound. The Elliptical team were absolutely home for all money, and then they're very deflated.
Is there any admirers as far as going towards the Oaks? And I think Manzois wasn't a bad, but it's just hard to take anything away from that winner because he did it the hard way. Roger.
Tolman Roy, he's the popular way and he leads the turnover quite easily over second elect in a Military Expert. Military Expert quite soft.
To the school side, 600 metres to go, 3 lengths. Gentleman Roy, who's chasing the pace. A length and a half, Military Expert. Call sign Mav is ridden along, and then came My Oberon, improving about 6 off the lead from Visionary, niggled at. Then Banker's Choice and Holbein struggling. So Buffalo River, 400 metres to go, comes back to them, leads a length and a quarter. Gentleman Roy, My Oberon is sweeping home. Then Military Expert, and behind those Banker's Choice, Buffalo River on the point of the corner, grabbed by My Oberon, who goes for home. My Oberon, 2 lengths. Buffalo River, Banker's Choice, Visionary. My Oberon, 100 metres to go, is coming clear for Johnny Allen, who's going to win the race 2 years in succession. It's My Oberon winning by about a length and a half. Second goes to Banker's Choice from Buffalo River, Visionary. Call sign.
The global form lines to the fore. My Oberon, he had a stop in Dubai earlier in the year to run in the Dubai turf. The race that
was a really good win. No, he's a very good horse, this horse. He sat back, 3 wide, no cover. Annabelle Neesham said before the race that she thought he was probably running about 70% fit, so he'll improve off the back of that. And I spoke to Johnny Allen after the races, and he said, listen, I reckon if this horse was in the Cox Plate, he would have run one big race. And
Francesco's going to start, your clear-cut favourite here. Gets him with a beautiful weight. James McDonald in the saddle. He's got his eye in earlier today, and he is the popular way with Sportsbet for the Moonee Valley Gold Cup for the stayers.
Being tested here by Serpentine off the back, and they quicken up a little here. A length and a half to Grand Promenade, who immediately peels out 3 deep. Nerve Not Verve behind them, trapped now. Then Persan and Francesco Guardia's trucking up. The runs are coming from Desert Icon, and they get away from Luna Flare and Carib. So the Amazonian at the 450 with Francesco Guardi, who takes the lead, sprints up and takes the lead. A length and a half. Persan, the Amazonian, Grand Promenade. Then came Luna Flare, who stays on from Nerve Not Verve. But it's Francesco Guardi. The favourite blazes away. 4 lengths in front of Persan. Luna Flare running on. Francesco Guardi halfway up the straight, led by 3 lengths to Luna Flare, who's finishing well. But it's all Francesco Guardi to win the Gold Cup easily. 2.5 Luna Flare, Persan. A gap Grand Promenade, San Huberto, the
Wednesday, they take out the $1 million McCafe Moonee Valley Gold Cup in a hand canter with Francesco Guardi, who put
towards the first Tuesday in November.
The disappointing part is that the horse wasn't nominated for the Cup, surely.
Well, it was nominated and then they didn't pay up. So he's surprised the stable, obviously, this horse, but I think he surprised everyone.
And the Babe with his 4, of course, the record.
The market with Sportsbet, $4 out to $6.50. Al Bodegon, they came for him on race day. We're holding more money on him than Zaki. $7 though with a slight drift.
As good as some of the... I'm keen on the chances of Animo here. He's had a faultless preparation. This is grand final.
And the 4.
Well, he dominates the favourite here on the books with Sportsbet. Animo, clear-cut favourite, $2.30. We open $2.25. The avalanche of money right throughout the day has been on him, but it is a Cox Plate. It is weight for age, and they are very good Group 1 horses.
They're racing. Animo away only fairly, and Zaki began very fast on the inside. Profondo show speed. There's Alligator Blood immediately up to the outside of Zaki. So after 200 metres at the post, Zaki just led Alligator Blood, and Profondo's kicking up in between them, so the Alligator's a little bit wide early. 2 further back in the field, 1 off the fence. Animo gets across, and then came Young Verta, Gone Gold Trip. Then Mo'unga, I'm Thunderstruck. Mr. Brightside is last. So Zaki is the leader. When is she going to push the button? With 850 metres to go, Zaki 3/4 of a length, Alligator Blood, a length Profondo. They were followed by Animo's only 2.5 off the pace. Then came Young Verta, Laws of Indices. Back behind them, El Bodegon, Maximal. Then came Gold Trip, Mo'unga, I'm Thunderstruck, Mr. Brightside. Zaki getting going and left the fence. Profondo's getting up on its inside. Alligator Blood 3/4 of a length away. Then came Animo, who's still 2 lengths off the pace, but coming into it, followed by Maximal. Zaki, Alligator Blood, 300 metres to go. Then Animo, who's joining in. Back behind them, Young Verta. Around the turn, Zaki, joined by Animo, who looks Destiny in the face. At the 150, Animo takes the lead from Zaki. Alligator Blood, I'm Thunderstruck, but it's Animo clear. I'm Thunderstruck late. Animo holding on. Animo this time for the big A. Won it from I'm Thunderstruck, El Bodegon. To go, then Animo, who's joining in. Back behind them, Young Berta. Around the turn, Zaki, joined by Animo, who looks Destiny in the face at the 150. Animo takes the lead from Zaki. Alligator Blood, I'm thunderstruck, but it's Animo clear. I'm thunderstruck late. Animo holding on. Animo this time for the big A. Won it from I'm thunderstruck El Monagon. Then came Zaki back behind the Mo'unga. And then Alligator Blood, Laws of Indices, Mr. Bright.
Well, 12 months ago on this day, neither J.O. lose the race across the line and then again in the steward's room. What a difference a year makes. Animo, his greatness is badged. He's been placed in the best of the 2-year-old races we've got to offer, the Blue Diamond and the Golden Slipper. He won a Caulfield Guineas. He was placed in a Cox Plate and went ever so close to the 3-year-old. He's marched back 12 months later and made it his, and perhaps post.
To perform. The right horses have run second and third, so it's a proper Cox Plate, and it's an absolute humbling privilege to be winning it.
It's an incredible reaction. All along, J-Mac was just primarily positioned, wasn't he, Dwayne, just from that beautiful draw to get the run of the race.
He couldn't have scripted it any better. Superstar.
Hutch alluded to as well, the difference between Animo jumping from 4 and I'm thunderstruck jumping from 10. The sum total of that in the end is quite significant.
Oh, it certainly is. I thought Mo'unga...
I mean, we haven't even mentioned Mo'unga, who looked gone coming to the corner, but...
That's why he should have been more aggressive early. He needed to be punched into the race. Give him a chance.
Build and build and build. And
even the El Body guy, and I'm thunderstruck back at Flemington. I mean...
Gold Trip diving up the
Gold
inside.
Trip.
There's about 8 horses in that race that you want back next start. The problem is they're all going to race against each other.
Exactly.
So
what about Zaki? You know, we could have some...
His record is amazing as it stands, and it could be so much better. When you look back, when he drew those wide barriers in the Golden Slipper, he was nudged out. He drew the wide barrier in the Blue Diamond, he got nudged out. He had no luck in the Golden Rose, nudged out, and he should have got the protest in the Cox Plate last year. So, he could have a champion record.
Well, he could have 11 Group 1s. He's got 7, but 4 seconds and a third.
Running through that pain. The horse that had no luck here is Gold Trip on the inside. He had no luck at all in this race. But I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. The winner is just, he's a superstar.
We sat here.
Ben, your numbers for the Manikato Stakes?
I'm with Palele. I think he's the horse to beat here. I like the effort first up at a distance, getting up when things weren't go.
I've lent the way of Bella Nipotina, but that's not to say that I don't have a lot of respect for...
Goes on top.
We've got a $3 clear-cut favourite. They're coming for Palele to win the Manikato Race 11. Bella Nipotina is rock solid with Sportsbet, but a clear-cut push of support for Paul Lally, the favourite.
To Best of Bordeaux, Sava to Excel. Paul Lally is right behind those horses. A length and a quarter, 11-11. Bella Nipotina's tracking up right behind the favourite. The Astrologist deeper. Then Streets of Avalon, September Run, and Behemoth is last at the 500. Rothfire, Best of Bordeaux together. Then Sava to Excel, ridden along from the Astrologist. Paul Lally next the inside. Hits a bit of a flat spot before the corner as Best of Bordeaux and Rothfire go 2 lengths in front on the corner. 250 out, Rothfire, Best of Bordeaux and Bella Nipotina has driven through underneath of those. Around the turn at the 150, Bella Nipotina takes the lead, kicks clear 2 lengths, Rothfire and Best of Bordeaux streaking away. Bella Nipotina, and boy, doesn't she deserve this. Bella Nipotina 4 lengths. Rothfire, Best of Bordeaux corner, 250 out, Rothfire, Best of Bordeaux and Bella Nipotina has driven through underneath of those. Around the turn at the 150, Bella Nipotina takes the lead, kicks clear 2 lengths, Rothfire and Best of Bordeaux streaking away. Bella Nipotina, and boy, doesn't she deserve this. Bella Nipotina 4 lengths. Rothfire, Best of Bordeaux, then September Run, 11-11 the journey with Bella Nipotina, who's been knocking on the Group 1 door for so very long, and she's finally got one in the Manikato, the race that she was just denied in some 12 months ago. Not today, not tonight.
Year-old keeps getting better, and this was her crowning glory. She has absolutely walloped them here in the Manikato Stakes, Dwayne Day.
Yeah. Started back underneath, and you don't see too many horses anywhere over this distance win by that margin, never mind a Group 1.
Yeah, no, it's super effort. Craig was a little bit stickier, and she daylight second. And Smile from Craig Williams. I reckon he needs to do a sponsorship deal on those chompers that he put out over the line. He really put it out there. He spent a lot of money on them. He got his rewards, but she put them to the
support. He was $5 now into $4.80, but it is in secret that's seeing some support coming in late.
Rock solid too. Geez, punters are getting involved here at Sportsbet. Really good hold on the books here for the Coolmore. So in secret, $3.20, and she's been rocks.
Duel, Queen of the Ball, just in front of Duel, Grand Impact and Custodian over on the far side. They were followed by Economics, Cool and Gatter, and behind those horses, Buse. Then came Best of Bordeaux very deep, and then Lofty Strike, Meridius. In secret would spot the speed about 5 or 6. They were followed by Economics around her from Samajique, Great Barrier Reef, Natuno, then Jacquino towards the end of the field. Second last, Sajardin. Buena Noches is last. Onto the course proper. 550 metres to go. Queen of the Ball and Best of Bordeaux with Grand Impact over on the far side. Cool and Gatter is right there, getting through them as well. And then came Meridius and Lofty Strike is running on. 300 metres to go. Grand Impact from Cool and Gatter, Queen of the Ball, followed by In Secret, who's also coming on. Grand Impact, Cool and Gatter grabbed by the filly. In Secret takes the lead. A wall out wide coming, including Samajique, but it's In Secret clear. J-Mac riding the lights out. In Secret won it. 2-length Samajique. Buena Noches up for third from Lofty Strike, Sajardin, Jacquino. Economics behind those. Best of Bordeaux, Queen of the Ball, Meridius, Cool and Gatter.
Sheer utter dominance on so many levels. In Secret, the 6th filly to win the Coolmore Stud since it became a Group 1. James McDonald goes...
Too good for the opposition. Samajique was a terrific run. Buenos Noches initially picks up and sprints better at 1200 than Jacquino. Jacquino looked like he was winding up and really going to run on strongly, maybe into second or third. But Samajique comes out, Buenos Noches comes in and he loses his momentum. But that was all elementary because it was all about In Secret.
Samajique, but it's In Secret clear. J-Mac riding the lights out. In Secret won it. 2-length Samajique.
And what she did here in the Coolmore.
We'll never know. We've been talking about talent all morning. I don't know. Have we left the best till last? Wait till she fills into that frame of hers.
She's still not there yet. And after Golden Mile...
She's scary. She's that good.
In the Derby, but certainly Sharp and Smart is going to be the danger, and especially now that James McDonald's on board, I was almost tempted just to switch my numbers around because he's already won 4 today, but that is probably one.
I've got Pericles, Mr. Maestro and Sharp and Smart, and I'm also having something on Manzoice at a big price, a roughie. I thought it at $20 is worth a ticket.
The bet count has gone off its nut. All right, Australia, you're getting around James McDonald. We hear you, and you're into $3 from $3.40. Come on, man.
Buffeldi Boy. Manzoice as well, back with Fearless Knight and Berardino. Grand Piero, King's Crossing in 2.5 lengths to Skyfios. 700 metres to go. Fujita San in front of Highland Blaze, but the 2 leaders come back to the field. Distrustful Award, 5 deep coming into it. Muramasa 3 wide, and then Pericles. Sharp and Smart is dressed up with nowhere to go at the moment. And then came Barclay Square. Fearless Knight on the outside, and then came Landorf into the running. Fujita San at the 400 metres, led a length and a half to Pericles, Muramasa. Then came Sharp and Smart over on the far side, and Mr. Maestro unleashing out wider. They've got to Fujita San at the 250. Pericles, Muramasa, Sharp and Smart, and Mr. Maestro with Manzoice, who's coming home hard. Sharp and Smart with 100 metres to go, led a length and a half to Manzoice, who's trying hard. Sharp and Smart, tiring. Manzoice is wearing it down, coming hard, and won the Derby. Manzoice from Sharp and Smart, third out wide. Aberfeldy Boy, a massive run. They were followed by a photo.
The Spring Champion proves to be the supreme form line for the Penfolds Victoria Derby yet again, but it's a boil over with Manzoice, the genius of Chris Waller. Once again, he's been successful in the Derby. He's been successful in the Derby previously with Preferment. Manzoice was beaten 4.5 lengths in last Saturday's Spring Champion. The race won.
Not so much as price, but the Derby didn't rate overly highly, and maybe a couple of those horses out of the Vase, Barclay Square mainly, didn't back up. He didn't go to anywhere near the level.
Money still to come for Le Creek to get somewhere near that price. We've got an odds-on favourite in the tab, Empire Rose.
Yeah, the back runner clearly in race 8 here at Flemington. Now let's have a look outside and look at the numbers here, folks, because we've got some turnover. 14 on top from 16. She's Lickety Split, 1 Ice Bath, but then 12.
4 Cheeks, 2/3 down from a Tissue, Ice Bath, My Whisper, Cliff's Art, and Shalo is last. Through halfway, 800 metres to go. She's Lickety Split, steadied in front by about a length and a half to Belle Plaisir. Then came Le Creek as they come up towards the corner. She's Lickety Split just starts to kick into gear again and now leads by about 2.5 to 3 lengths. Belle Plaisir around the corner. Then Le Creek, who has a little bit of chasing to do from Kiku Exalita. Back in the field, Mirror Vision, Daisy's Ice Bath, Palaiza Pan, Yearning, My Whisper. She's Lickety Split went for home. Sprinted up at the 300. Le Creek under the whip chasing. Then Exalita. Mirror Vision the outside and Ice Bath up on the fence. Le Creek moves up at the clock tower from Exalita, Mirror Vision and Ice Bath over on the inside. Le Creek just in front of Ice Bath and Mirror Vision. Ice Bath up on the inside and Le Creek. Ice Bath holding on. Ice Bath, such a trier, such a brave mare and won it. Ice Bath from Mirror Vision. Photo third. Le Creek Exalita, then a Tissue Kiss on All 4 Cheeks from She's Lickety Split.
It's the breakthrough that Brad Witter and his Bonnie mare Ice Bath have been waiting for. 38 starts and finally a Group 1 on the CV of a horse that's got the best part of almost nearly $5 million in prize money. She has raced and lived through the
marquees, but Brad Witter from Hawkesbury, he's been a trainer in his own right over the past couple of years.
We talk about Ice Bath being the bridesmaid. 5 Group 1 placings over a mile. It was only fitting that a Group 1 win would come at a mile. Corey, she's finally done it. Well done to Ice Bath, the owners, and Brad Witter.
So deserved. Like this was, you know, I hate taking away any shine from any other trainer or, you know, owners. But that horse was truly deserved of that race, and I was so...
We work in hypotheticals all the time in racing, don't we? Plenty of people thought that Lost and Running may well have won the Everest, given the way the race was run last time, but unfortunately that wasn't to be, and this would be a nice little, well, a nice little win.
There's so much at stake. I think Private Eye is the one to beat. I think at 650 into 550. And the roughie.
That one's going to hold out last year's winner, Eduardo. Marzu in third, Lost and Running fourth, followed by Kementari, planted 3 wide around Riadini, rocketing by the rails. Further back to Private Eye, covering a bit of ground by the looks of it, but plenty of cover from Mars Crusader, then Colding, and Brutality's been shuffled back to last. We earn a Smart One at odds, leads around the corner from Eduardo, Lost and Running, hooking out. Then Marzu looking for a rails run, clear from rocketing by Kementari and Riadini. And a Smart One being challenged now by Eduardo and Lost and Running. Moves up on the outside. Marzu's going along the rails. Kementari and Private Eye down the outside. Private Eye, let's go with a big run. Marzu up the fence. Private Eye, the big win in the Nature Strip Stakes, has come from last to beat Marzu and Kementari. We own a Smart One fourth, then rocketing by Riadini and Riadini. We own a Smart One being challenged now by Eduardo and Lost and Running. Moves up on the outside. Marzu's going along the rails. Kementari and Private Eye down the outside. Private Eye, let's go with a big run. Marzu up the fence. Private Eye, the big win in the Nature Strip Stakes, has come from last to beat Marzu and Kementari. We own a Smart One fourth, then rocketing by Riadini.
Here's the overview of Private Eye racing away from them. I can't believe how well this horse is going, and he would do to think that. Brenton Avdulla and Joe Pride. What a track this has been for Brenton too.
Ronnie, this time round.
Well, this is just explosive. Yeah. We got to look at your sectional times here, and then he throttles down and beats this field.
I think we even had him down at one point as just a wet tracker.
Yes, he's wet, dry, 1200, 13. Explosive, airborne, and what can you say? He's
Private Eye is just through the roof this preparation. He was enormous in the Everest. His first up run here in the Gilgai was sensational, and he has anything between 1200 and a mile in Australia at his feet.
Look at those sectionals, 33.5, 22.02, 11.02. That is... They did not go hard early in this race. That is an electric turn of foot. He's flying this preparation. Only I Wish I Win in a race. Thumping win there in a race worth God knows how much money. But yeah, he can come down next week for the sprint, for the mile. The world is the oyster for him at the moment.
Where's Masked Crusade?
Gate, but we've got to respect light infantry. I really like watch out for a big finish from her.
What a race coming up. $10 million in prize money and a wonderful trophy put on by Nick Chironi.
But it feels more like a Doncaster when I look at this lineup on the board.
Yeah, that 100 metres that's missing, though, down to 15 could prove important for a couple that are running on here. You know you've got a good competitive race when you've got a 5 in front of the favourite. And I am surprised, but we now have equal favourites. Light Infantry's been a noted drifter today. Was around this Lightning is the best backed runner in the race, 6 to 5. I Wish I Win, $9.50. Gypsy Goddess is the third best backed runner in the race. 3 and Chain of Lightning.
Good stuff. We'll get the hot horse. There'll be some hot...
To be one of the best additions.
20 for the first time, eh? $10 million for the first time. The Golden Eagle, the championship for 4-year-olds. Darren Flynn.
Very deep. I Wish I Win's in the middle of the ruck as they go into the first turn. Clear from Light Infantry, who's taken a spot down on the rails. Hinge moves up the outer. Further back to Hope in Your Heart from Valana. Jimmy the Bear, Halal, Fangirl second last, and Convert sees them all down the side of the course in the Congo. Being tested by Mr. Mozart, who's done plenty of work. And Mr. Mozart puts the head in front from in the Congo. Lady of Honour third. Chain of Lightning gets a great run fourth the rails. Further back to Overpass, Military Expert. Pinstripes out deep. Well in the middle of the ruck. Cardinal Gem back on the fence with Gypsy Goddess as they turn. And Light Infantry gives away a big start. In the Congo's got a great kick at the 300. In the Congo, 2 lengths clear from Mr. Mozart. I Wish I Win is starting to power into the race. And quickly I Wish I Win at the 200 metres has shot to the front. Gypsy Goddess along the rails. Fangirl late on the scene. I Wish I Win in front. Here's Fangirl the outside. Fangirl goes to I Wish I Win, who kicked and won. I Wish I Win just from Fangirl. As they turn, and Light Infantry gives away a big start. In the Congo's got a great kick at the 300. In the Congo, 2 lengths clear from Mr. Mozart. I Wish I Win is starting to power into the race. And quickly I Wish I Win at the 200 metres has shot to the front. Gypsy Goddess along the rails. Fangirl late on the scene. I Wish I Win in front. Here's Fangirl the outside. Fangirl goes to I Wish I Win, who kicked and won. I Wish I Win just from Fangirl. And Gypsy Goddess in a great finish. And Gypsy Goddess in a great finish. Closing off at the end, Light Infantry from Hope in Your Heart and Hinge. Then came in the corner, Lightsaber, Pinstripe, and Well was one of the last to finish.
Oh, Richo, the comeback's complete in so many ways, isn't it? Nolan and Moody on such a big occasion.
Winner and a this winner and a deserved winner.
And Will Wall got knocked down halfway down the straight or even closer to in the Golden Eagle.
It's a serious race. I think we suspected that all the way through it since it's been run, but I mean, it is a real race. The form will flow out of it. Full field, the form will flow out of it. Full field, there's unlucky, there's tales of woe and there's excitement and there's, more importantly, very good horses that contest it, and the winner is a very good horse.
Yeah. Corey, a bit of interference, Jamie Carr gets suspended, but let's talk about the winner.
Well, you can't. I know there was a few shuffling up behind there, but he had to make a long, sustained run on this horse, didn't he? Like he got on his bike. His main thing in his head, you could see the whole race was, I've got to get to the outside. I've got to get to the outside. I need the momentum and the turn of speed that he has shown in a couple of those runs in Melbourne. He really come to the fore there, and it was a winning turn of speed. It was near the ride of the year from Bowman.
Yeah.
It would have been the ride of the year for one.
Boards the rail as you can, just so those runners can't get through. What about the run of Gypsy Goddess?
Incredible. An outstanding achievement to be first up in a high-pressure race like that. And he is a very vale. Look, Light Infantry. Everyone wants to kick him. I think it was a total forgive.
Oh, I thought it was a massive run.
You know, for a horse that had never been around a bend, and he would have been a momentum horse like the winner.
Yep.
Well, it's one of them we'll never know.
Yep.
And the same with...
And didn't he just fly home late?
It's like watching a 500cc motorcycle corner. Like, Luke Nolan just had acceleration as he was cornering, and then just between the 3 and the 2, you would have just about been hitting light fixtures in your roof given his acceleration.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Luke actually made the comment that he thought he idled a little bit when he got to the front and was sort of by himself there. And Waller's mare was super. She was coming up to him and I was absolutely screaming. I'm surprised I haven't lost my voice.
I'm surprised you're wearing Cerise this morning too. Tom, Nick Quinn, a market with thanks to Ladbrokes, please, for Tuesday's Melbourne Cup.
Well, Deauville Legend, all the rage. The only runner in single-figure odds at 380. It's double figures or better the rest. Montefilia without a fight and Realm of Flowers all 11. Gold Trip 13. Lunar Flare a 7.
It is voted. Well, the favourite Deauville Legend opened up at $3.90. He bottomed out at $3.40 here on race day, but now he's out to $4.60. Punters taking on Deauville Legend. Montefilia trims into $9, has her support.
Them is Gold Trip, who emulates Humidor in 2017, Elvstrom in 2004, by running in the big 3 majors in the spring, the Caulfield Cup, the Cox Plate, and now the Melbourne Cup.
Unlucky not to finish closer in the Cox Plate. He was very good in the Caulfield Cup, just beaten by one that had a perfect run and 6 kilos less. He's the class horse of the race, and the wet ground is a big tick. But the query is the end of 3,200 metres with 57.5 kilos. This favourite in Deauville Legend brings the right profile. He's a progressive horse. He went to a new...
What are your favourite? Deauville Legend, clear-cut favourite for this year's Melbourne Cup, and Charlotte's pick of the yard. But the best-backed runner, this is a good go. $11 into $7.50. Realm of Flowers. Wow.
Back and they're racing. They're off in the Cup and Knight's Order towards the outside. The best to jump with Vow and Declare due. Smoke and Romans isn't too far away. And also Kimura showing speed without a fight. The International in the yellow jacket is also up there with the leaders across the track in the first 200 or 300 metres. Poking up as Grand Promenade from barrier number 1 also. Interpretation drives up to lead with Smoke and Romans, Vow and Declare and Grand Promenade. Kimura without a fight out even deeper. And Knight's Order's about 7 wide at this stage with Serpentine out there with him. They were followed by Vow and Declare, and back in the field Stockman and Duis and Emissary from Huyamal. Then came Young Verta, who's a little keen 3 wide. Next in the field Realm of Flowers, and then came Gold Trip, Higher Motion. Side of Interpretation, 3 lengths Kimura, a length Grand Promenade, and then came without a fight a length Deauville Legend tucked away on the fence. Knight's Order continues his run 3 wide, a length away Numerian midfield Duis, and then came Emissary, Vow and Declare. Further back Young Verta, then Huyamal and Stockman. Next in the field Gold Trip 2/3 down. Deshaun Sweet Jr. well back on the fence. Montefilia's getting moving. Then came Higher Motion, Realm of Flowers and Arapaho is last. Serpentine 1,000 metres to go. Just led from Tralee Rose. Knight's Order is going to try and set the cup alight and moves up 3 and 4 wide and goes to the front early. Smoke and Romans going with him. So as they reach the 800 metres and Knight's Order has taken off 2 lengths in front of Smoke and Romans. Daring Tactics without a fight slid up to 3rd. Deauville Legend got to 4th. They were followed by Duis. Tralee Rose in reverse. Then came Realm of Flowers to the outside. Next Young Verta, Gold Trip, but Knight's Order is... Here's Deauville Legend presenting, and Gold Trip down the outside. Emissary is behind those. Gold Trip moves up, takes the lead from Deauville Legend. 250 metres to go. Emissary running on. Gold Trip, 150 metres to go, wondering about getting tired. Emissary is trying very, very hard, but Gold Trip is brave. 100 to go, a length and a half Emissary. Gold Trip is going to win the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Gold Trip wins it in a real staying contest for the ages. 2 lengths Emissary, late 3rd.
Deauville Legend presenting, and Gold Trip down the outside. Emissary is behind those. Gold Trip moves up, takes the lead from Deauville Legend. 250 metres to go. Emissary running on. Gold Trip, 150 metres to go, wondering about getting tired. Emissary is trying very, very hard, but Gold Trip is brave. 100 to go, a length and a half Emissary. Gold Trip is going to win the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Gold Trip wins it in a real staying contest for the ages. 2 lengths Emissary, late 3rd Higher Motion, then Deauville Legend. Next to finish in the race, Realm of Flowers, Deshaun Sweet Jr. Then came Stockman, Vow and Declare a rapper. Marion, Serpentine and Kimura will not complete the course.
The coronation of Kieran Maher and Dave Eustace is complete. Their 20th Group 1 in partnership is their biggest yet. the Lexus Melbourne Cup, the 162nd 19. So good, so tough in the Caulfield Cup when it took Durston to mow him down. He then came through an unlucky run in the Cox Plate, but as we've seen so often in recent years, it's not the placing, it's the subtleties of the performance in the Cox Plate that points to this race. And Gold Trip
alluded to, his weight's always been a little bit of a problem for you, but you get the added bonus when you get a horse like this, the right weight, you get the job done. He deserves everything.
Australian Bloodstock for finding the horse. Everyone's had a lot to do with this horse. John Bunting, he's a great mate of mine, and he's had this horse in very good order all the way along.
We were very, very worried that last 100 when Emissary was coming. I thought it was going to be the repeat of the Caulfield Cup, but the horse really dug it.
But, yeah, when I push the button, he's a sort of horse, you can keep to him for as long, but when you go, you've got to go. Otherwise, I reckon he can think about it. So I went and I was thinking, well, still got a bit to go here, but it was great training effort to have him. Like, I was very doubtful he'd run 3200, and Kieran and Dave and the team had just had him spot on today.
Very sodden track, and Gold Trip becomes the first horse to carry the #1 saddle cloth since Maccabi Diva to win the race. 57.5 kilos. It was perhaps the right year to be the top weight in the race, given that we'd had the likes of Durston fall away, Hutch, and then maybe not the same international representation we've had, but he's the...
Yeah, it does, and the backstory behind this horse is interesting as well. They paid big money for him.
2.3, Will Bourne.
Bloodstock, and he was withdrawn from last year's Cox Plate when he was one of the favoured runners, and I was having a chat to his farrier, or the farrier for Kieran Moe Racing, John Bunting, during the week, and he was telling me the story about his feet. His feet needed to be essentially rebuilt and remodelled, and the horse was always 1 or 2 out of 5 lame, and they just couldn't get this $2.3 million horse sound into the races. And the owners would be sitting there saying...
Up at a favourite, I'm hearing you punters. Come on, let's keep the train going. Toot, toot, Soulcombe. He's the best backed runner here, the import, having his first start. He's very impressive in York. You know what, he gets to 26.
2 further back to Soulcombe, who spots the lead about 12 lengths, and Captain Envious is last. So the leader is Warning. 850 metres to go for Nash Rawiller. Got a bit quicker now from Persan, about 3/4 of a length off the lead. 2 further back is Luncy's, and then came Cariff No Compromise. Next in the field is Sound at the 650. San Huberto's getting going. Soulcombe tries to attach to its back. Then Great House, King of the Castle, and Captain Envious. They run for the money. 500 metres to go. It's Warning with Persan. Luncy's makes a line of 3. Next in the field is Sound No Compromise back to the inside from Great House. Soulcombe and Captain Envious right down the outskirts. Plenty hopes here. 250 metres to go. Going up and taking the lead, Luncy's from Warning. Here's Soulcombe now digging in. Soulcombe sprints hard, moves up to Luncy's, then Captain Envious, but Soulcombe is going to dart clear and is a little bit too good for them. Soulcombe wins it. Second Luncy's, third Captain Envious, fourth Sound, then Persan, Warning, Great House.
Craig Williams, a record 4th win in the Queen's Cup. John O'Neill and his group of ownership, they know a thing or two about winning a staying feature here at Flemington. And they've got a horse that they can circle the first Tuesday in November in 2023 around, you'd imagine, here with Soulcombe. We've mentioned...
For the race, Craig Williams doesn't trust him yet. He's a young horse on the way up, but he has got untapped ability here, and he's going to be an exciting prospect going forward.
It's amazing. Cool. And
take a look at it, and Soulcombe now heads the way at $15, White Marlin $18, Deauville Legend $21 there with Francesco Guardi, Gold Trip at $21. So what I like to monitor is this.
Maybe something for next Sunday's show, to know where the market was 12 months ago and where the Gold Trips of the world sat in that market at that point.
Gold Trip was a pre-post favourite at one stage, so it just goes to show that you're almost mad not to follow those.
In all seriousness,
I'll tell you what, he's making up for it.
It was very elegant in the same vein in the end of 2020.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go, we might be onto something.
Is there a market for your horse?
Past the hat.
Both Cascadian and Alligator Blood rock solid at $6, Mr Brightside $9.50, and Tuvalu an $11 champ.
Ones the Kennedy Champions Mile over 1600 reverts to Wait for Age and back to the final day of the carnival where the Cantalis.
Have been any more wrong there, but For me, Alligator Blood, I just think back to the Miles the Key with...
There's a great spread of money, only 50 cents between the next three, all around that $6 mark. Alligator Blood, $6, Cascadian.
Aegon and then Kiss Summon Cascadian. That's the order in the Champions Mile at the 850. Alligator Blood slackened 3/4 now a half. Mr. Brightside, a length and a half to Tuvalu, who's right there, perched behind the speed. Next in the field is Private Eye, who tracks it and travels better now from Dalasan and My Oberon. Next is Colding, and then came well back in the field Cinnawon, with also towards the end of the field Aegon Cascadian, and at the end of the field Kiss Some. They come to the middle of the track, and Alligator Blood is the first to straighten. 400 metres to go. Alligator Blood cuddled in front, 2 lengths. Mr. Brightside, Tuvalu, Private Eye under pressure, and then came Dalasan, and back behind them My Oberon. Alligator Blood, 200 metres to go, a length and a half to 2 lengths. Mr. Brightside, Tuvalu, Aegon late. Alligator Blood, 100 metres to go, still clear from Tuvalu. Alligator Blood holding on. The Alligator wins. Alligator Blood and Nick Tuvalu. Third, a photo finish, Aegon, Mr. Brightside, followed then by My Oberon and Private Eye Cascadian under the arches. Colding and
horses that we hold closest to our hearts in Australian racing. These bold front runners that are as tough as a $2 stake. Alligator Blood reprises what he did here in the Australian Guineas when he was looking to really launch. Has been in the wilderness a little bit, but he's been brought back to life by Gai Waterhouse and Adrian Bott. And what a year he's having, of course. He was nabbed in the shadows in the Mackay Diva here a couple of months ago. He was excellent in the Underwood, doing very similar to what we've just seen there. He's been revitalised in the last 6 months to win Stradbroke and Underwood and this race.
Yeah, it's an amazing sort of story. His journey, isn't it? All round. And this was actually with the daily sectionals, the number one ranked performance on the day. And I weapon over a mile.
He's an absolute weapon, and he's hard to run down because he just keeps running those 11.5s, 11.6s, and the horses back in the field have got to run electric times to be competitive.
J-Mac out there trying to get a champagne out wide, was he, Dwayne?
Yeah, he tried something. I was surprised he did it. I didn't think it walked that well to go out there. That Cascadian's run extremely well. Does he run the fastest
last 600 of the day, Cascadian? Apparently it was a pre-race plan. That was, you know, the stewards asked.
Into even money in the last half an hour, bets of 10,000.
Time the McKinnon Stakes was a traditional Melbourne Cup lead-up on Derby Day on top of the spring $3 million Tab Champion Stakes Group 1 weight for age contest over 2,000 metres. Last year's Izaki, Annabelle Neesham and James McDonald, his record 10th win of the carnival, defeated Cascadian Mo'unga on that occasion with Private Eye in.
Really liked his parade out there today. I loved his composure. I thought the team had him.
It's about the favourite, Animo, $2.20, starting to sweat up and get a little bit hot, is the 7-time Group 1 winning champion Stella.
So they reach the 900 metres. Zaki is controlling things here for Jamie Carr. Maximal 3/4 of a length away. A length and a quarter to Hinged, and then came Elliptical. Mo'unga's 3 wide as the race develops. Then came He's a Shocker. Further back in the field, Animo, Banker's Choice, Mr. Maestro, I'm Thunderstruck, Mustang Valley. They run for home in the Champion Stakes at the 500 metres. Zaki in front from Maximal. Then came Elliptical and Hinged. Next in the field, Mo'unga. Animo is 4 off the lead, but coming on, and I'm Thunderstruck's 2.5 behind him. So Zaki the leader, 300 metres to go. A full-on championship race now. 2 lengths in front. Animo unleashing. They were followed by He's a Shocker. Still Zaki. 100 metres to go. Followed by He's a Shocker. Mo'unga Animo. Still Zaki. Zaki holding on. Zaki back to back. Zaki wins it. Second, Mo'unga or He's a Shocker, then Animo. Next in the field was Banker's Choice, Hinged and Elliptical. I'm Thunderstruck never came on from Mustang Valley. Behind those, Mr. Maestro and Maximal amongst.
But goodness me, there's been some bumps in the road. Scratched on Cox Plate morning, came here, won the McKinnon, and becomes the first horse in 41 years to win back-to-back versions of this race, the Tab Champion Stakes. And this could...
Moment for Annabelle Neesham and Jamie Carr teaming up with success as they did last year. And, well...
I just said to Jamie, all of his wins, he's gone quick. And that's his greatest asset, is his big cruising speed. And I said, put your foot down, lead at all costs, and don't die wondering. Can you just try and repeat?
What have we got? 4, maybe 5 of the top 10 closing set, final 200s at the entire meeting. were in this race. So if you're running home in that sort of time, it shows you haven't spent much petrol at the moment.
Maybe he does. I know he won a Cox Plate, but maybe he doesn't run 2,000 on a big Flemington track.
Yeah.
So interesting.
$1 million up for grabs in this 2-year-old feature, the Golden Gift, the 4th running of the Golden Gift at this prize money level.
480. She did get as short as 440 a little bit earlier in the day. Barber is second elect at the $5 quote, got out to 650. Coinciders at
field ready to be sent on the way. Racing now. Barber missed the kick off the outside. Shine Your Light, No Speed. Infatuation and Speeds to jump well. There's Get Along bursting along the rails. The pace along. Then raises the outside. 2 off to Barber. Flying Trapeze and Kintyre is the last one. Get Along held the front there. Get Along held out Misty Legend. Infatuation third. A length and a half then to Mahaba. Followed by Mexico Speeds to Disneck ridden up on the rails. Very deep then is Coincide. Oh, Barber came out and gave Shine Your Light the short back and sides. At the 300, it's Get Along the leader from Infatuation closing in. Mahaba sticks on well in third. Then came Barbara Mexico. Infatuation moves up to Get Along. Mahaba's all over the shop. It's Infatuation. Barber is cutting them down the outside. Infatuation in front from Barber. Levels up, lunges. Barber cut down Infatuation to win the Golden Gift. Photo for third, Mahaba. Then is Coincide. Oh, Barber came out and gave Shine Your Light the short back and sides. At the 300, it's Get Along the leader from Infatuation closing in. Mahaba sticks on well in third. Then came Barbara Mexico. Infatuation moves up to Get Along. Mahaba's all over the shop. It's Infatuation. Barber is cutting them down the outside. Infatuation in front from Barber. Levels up, lunges. Barber cut down Infatuation to win the Golden Gift. Photo for third, Mahaba and Summer Loving. Boy, there's plenty to talk about out of that race. Mexico next from Get Along.
Remarkable race. Everything was happening in the straight, but this is unbelievable. Barber, look how much he misses the start, Lizzie, number 1.
Unbelievable. I just absolutely forgot about him. I never thought that he was going to be able to miss the start so significantly and run over the top of Infatuation.
He was terrific, and he's a legitimate entry into the Golden Slipper. There's no doubt in the wide world. In fact,
but I thought when he did eventually get clear air, you know, I expected him to just really let go, but he had a little bit of a think about it. So, I mean, there's huge amounts of improvement mentally with the colt, but he's obviously loaded with talent. He's superbly bred, and, you know, he's only going to improve on what he did today.
A length off in the Burgess Queen from remaining undefeated and making herself 5 from 5, which is exactly what Bustler's looking to do here today. She drops down to 54.5 kilos after carrying 58 on.
I think 1978 was the last time someone won a Karrakatta into a Guinea, so it's 44 years ago, and I've run second in it.
Of the WA Guineas.
Is in Santa Bray. To God, Lord Gannicus down on the inside, just in front of Bustler, about to make his move. Around them goes Linden Lady. Back there as well, coming along the side, Rejuva King, Amelia's Jewel, out 3 and 4 deep, coming to the turn, just has to steady up for a moment. Catch these hands back there. So Santa Bray, Sunny Honey and Upper Limits. All the King's men hit the front though in the Guineas. St. Oreo looming large. St. Oreo on the outside of all the King's men. Further back behind them, here comes on the outside Bustler and Amelia's Jewel. St. Oreo, Amelia's Jewel. Amelia's Jewel hits the lead, going with a Bustler, but the Jewel sparkles in the Guineas. Amelia's Jewel has beaten Bustler. St. Oreo third from all the King's men. Behind them, Rejuva King, Sunny Honey, Linden Late in the Guineas. For the Super Filly,
Yes, Jewel, in a couple of weeks when we're over there for the North, Northerly.
Yeah, she's a machine.
Yeah, Darren, we're going to pitch to you.
Well, she does, because I was part of the trip with Peter Walsh. We were across in England on a racing tour to Royal Ascot. Went to Juddmonte Stud. He picked out a mare he wanted to be covered by Kingman at the time, and then he was going to France, and he'd heard about a stallion called Siuni, and he finished up buying a mare called Bumbacina. Now,
is a $4.60 chance currently, fixed odds. $5 about Tricks of the Trade. The pair of them have had a number of encounters over the recent 6-month period. Carly's Karma emerged full time with this horse. They knocked back an offer over $1 million for him at the end of last campaign. They said no at this stage of our...
Man over on the inside of the big mare, Carly's Karma, a length and a half. Tricks of the Trade, God has chosen outside of it. Down on the inside, Captain Chaos. In the middle, Search and Rocks. Alaskan God about to wind up, getting around the outside of Ironclad. They're followed by Star Trade, Treasured Star last of the line, and Yonkers dropping out here, a well-beaten Commodity. In the railway, they'd straightened up, and Comfort Me made a run at them. Ranged up, grabbed the lead from Maricino. Resort Man got an inside run. Buster Bass, Search and Rocks behind them. Alaskan God, Tricks of the Trade. Tricks of the Trade is gathering them in. Here comes Tricks of the Trade. Tricks of the Trade pulls a little bit of magic out of his Tricks of the Trade, and he wins the Railway Stakes. Tricks of the Trade for veteran trainer Cole Webster. Troy Turner has won the railway from either Star Trade, Comfort Me, last of the line behind them, and Treasured Star God has chosen a lap. Ridden by Troy Turner for his old boss, the great Colin Webster. Trade Fair to win his 9th from 14 and has dashed away. Last of the line coming from well off them.
Crown Perth Winterbottom. The interviews for the Crown Perth Winterbottom Stakes, Group 1, worth $1.5 million.
13 and 4 with the visitors here. Rothfire from the good draw. Palele, a better setup for him on a dry track background to bend with those bleak.
Four Cheeks, This'll Test is a long way back in the field, and last of all is Palele at the 600 mark. Indian Pacific had gone to the lead from Massimo. Red Can Man working very hard, 3 wide. Snipperucci's back on the inside, running fourth. A length away, the Astrologist from Rothfire handy. Elite Street sneaking around the outside of those. Onto its back, Miss Kentucky. And then came Hot Zed, followed then by Kiss on. All Four Cheeks into the home straight now. Massimo reclaims the lead. Rothfire, Elite Street come down the outside. So does Kiss on All Four Cheeks. This'll Test is rattling home. So's Palele. Kiss on All Four Cheeks. Look at Palele. Kiss on All Four Cheeks. Palele. Palele lunging. Palele. Palele claims Group 1 for Godolphin at Ascot. Palele from last, a mighty performance to win from Cheeks into the home straight now. Massimo reclaims the lead. Rothfire, Elite Street come down the outside. So does Kiss on All Four Cheeks. This'll Test is rattling home. So's Palele. Kiss on All Four Cheeks. Look at Palele. Kiss on All Four Cheeks. Palele. Palele lunging. Palele. Palele claims Group 1 for Godolphin at Ascot. Palele from last, a mighty performance to win from Kiss on All Four Cheeks. Hot Zed there with Rothfire and Elite Street. This'll Test ya.
Palele from last has finally got his Group 1 at his 9th go at the top level. 3 placings before, a win today, and that is the biggest in Winterbottom history.
It was very, very reminiscent of Graceful Girl 12 months ago. Out the back, letting the race unfold and then erupting.
Taking back, make sure he was relaxed and hopefully finish stronger than the rest.
Biggest race in now, peeling to the outside with Ben Melham in the saddle. This reminded me of Woorham's Oakley Plate win, where last of the 200 and then just went awushka.
Yeah, it was a barnstorming win, wasn't it? What did you say at the top of the show? Kapow.
Yeah.
It had a kapow kind of feel to it, didn't it? But, yeah, they've obviously tried...
Well, there's no way he was going to start $13.
Well, he started $13. This horse started favourite, and in hindsight, we got it wrong. Bella Nipotina should have been favourite there, Chriso, in a Manicato. But he started favourite in a Manicato and was, you know, not despised at all in a champion sprint. He goes over a Winterbottom and goes around at $13. So hopefully a few of the starting price profilers out there might have had a result out of him because, you know,
now called the Northerly Stakes. Northerly's colours won here early, and now he's going to have to come from the tail of the field with Cascadian, or further back anyway.
Well, I'm sure he's definitely buoyed by the fact that we've seen horses making at least a level of ground. I'm sure he sat back there in the jockey
side of the West. The 3-year-old filly Amelia's Jewel. It doesn't end there.
Burst onto the scene as a 2-year-old on debut. She won the Supremacy Stakes, then she won the Gimcrack 16, 1, 14, 15, and she is now into favourite Amelia's Jewel as she joins the line. 50 kilos, 3-year-old at Wait for Age 1800's been a wonderful success.
Side Bustler given every possible hope. They're followed after a length and a half to Steinem, who's got up on the inside of Amelia's Jewel. Search and Rocks has covered plenty of extra ground from Treasured Star. Dom to shoot, then Star Trade. Now round the outside, McDonald had to sell the farm and take off a fair way out. He's off and he's around them, 4 and 5 deep, followed by Tricks of the Trade, Alaskan God. Captain Chaos God has chosen. It's Ironclad straightening for home though. Ironclad led a length and a half on the outside. Bustler comes out at Search and Rocks. Behind those, Amelia's Jewel picking away through. Cascadians coming down the outside. Amelia's Jewel out after Ironclad. Amelia's Jewel hits the front, and Walshy's West Aussie Wonder Filly has won the Northerly. Amelia's Jewel scored from Ironclad or Cascadian. Behind them, close up on the outside. Bustler comes out at Search and Rocks. Behind those, Amelia's Jewel picking away through. Cascadians coming down the outside. Amelia's Jewel out after Ironclad. Amelia's Jewel hits the front, and Walshy's West Aussie Wonder Filly has won the Northerly. Amelia's Jewel scored from Ironclad or Cascadian. Behind them, close up on the inside, Steinem, Bustler, Alaskan God, Tricks of the Trade has run on with Dom to shoot. In behind them,
this wonderful Western Australian filly who's ready to take on the country after winning the Northerly Stakes. And what a moment for Simon Miller. His first that is going to head east, and who knows what she can do. Ironclad's going to run second. Your first Group 1. Did you think it would happen?
We've been peppering away, Greg. So it was at some stage it was always going to happen, but to be honest, it didn't worry me if it didn't. I just love winning, whether it be here or Northern Maiden. I'm a competitive bastard and I love winning, so but geez, isn't she a good filly?
Well, tell us about her. Tell us.
Like, she's got an unbelievable engine with a huge stride and a great brain. It was always going to happen, but to be honest, it didn't worry me if it didn't. I just love winning, whether it be here or Northern Maiden. I'm a competitive bastard and I love winning, so but geez, isn't she a good filly?
Well, tell us about her. Tell us.
Like, she's got an unbelievable engine with a huge stride and a great brain.